I'm bossed up. 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 I bossed my IV, just check my ID, and that's why I be the HNIC. People despise me, my services ain't free. Ain't trying to hear your story, homie, cop me, no please. In high school, corner, quarterback. Nowadays, corner, quarter sack. Keep that on the low, rappers turning into rats. Fly snitching on they self, DEA ransack.
Yo. You know what day it is.
It
is
Friday.
a football Friday. Yep, GQ may be in the car, but he got them hater blockers on. You know what's about to happen today.
You know what it is, man. Here, over here on the FTSL channel. We don't promote driving and streaming. So GQ's in the Uber right now.
Yeah, hold on. I'm getting a little feedback here. But I do want to do one thing real quick. This is Inside the Huddle, and I want everybody to understand what this is. We stay ahead of the curve. And by staying ahead of the curve, what we do is we get tomorrow's news today. Wait a minute. I am bugging out.
Yeah, we got an echo.
We just gonna have to put that on hold for a second. Let me see something. All right, we're just gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go old school on this.
All right, shoot. Sounds like plan to me. I ain't never had a problem going old school.
Okay, how's that?
Pull this up real quick. Yeah, that's perfect right there.
Yeah, because I don't know what happened. We was going nuts. My thing. Yeah, this what happened. We was going nuts. My thing. This what happened. Didn't work. Like I was saying. We give tomorrow's news today. Stay ahead of the curve. Right here. We're having real difficulties right now. Okay. We fighting technology right now, and we are losing the battle.
Definitely, technology is playing better defense than us right now.
Right, and it is definitely kicking our ass right now. All right, what is going on here? Mulligan dropped out.
All right.
We're good now?
I'm good now. My audio is working like it's supposed to.
Yeah, honestly.
All right, no, GQ is good. Mulligan's the last one.
Sure.
Like we got everybody on deck.
How we coming through?
Right now is technology 3, Inside the Huddle 0.
We solid, or we still echoing?
No, I can hear you.
No, I think you're good now.
Oh yeah, no, I think we're good. Okay,
right.
for sure.
Come back season is upon us. Let's get it.
Comeback season is upon us. We are here. Sorry about the technicality difficulties and whatnot, but you know how technology is around these parts. But we here. We back, man. You know, it's a football Friday, and you got the fellas.
No, you chopping up again too. This is going crazy right now.
Oh, this is wild. Okay, hold on, quick. Let me see. Because it might just be.
Yeah, we are fighting. This is crazy right now. I started off with my bullshit. That's why you don't got to check the thing. Is $15 off of Temu, and this is what happens.
All right, hold on real quick.
That's everything. Said it fucked everything up.
Gotcha. All right, well, we here. Well, kind of.
Kind of, sort of, little bit, not really. Wait 1 second. All right, I'm going to drop out. I'm coming right back.
All right, he's going to drop out, get his GED, come on back. While the rest of us got our bachelor's degrees and everything else.
All right, there we go. All right, well, while Mulich comes back, now GQ done dropped his phone. We are wilding today.
That's an understatement. I can still hear you at least.
Yeah, like we are bugging today. Well, we'll get into Jerry Jeudy.
All right.
And
I'm in that thing.
So he feels that, you know, his numbers don't reflect what he has been doing lately. And if you go watch the tape, we would have a different outlook on what Jerry Jeudy has been doing this season. To that, I say, Jerry Jeudy, you have not been playing good football.
No. And according to the tape, you ain't done not a damn thing this year.
Right. Like, I don't, you know, and then we had this when me and Mullers was talking about it, and I totally understand what he was trying to say, that the offensive line is an issue, the quarterback may be an issue, a lot of these other things. I totally get that, 100%. But you yourself, you have not been playing up to par since you've been in the league, bro.
Exactly.
So all of those, if we could say that, if we saw flashes, if you had a 1,200-yard season and a 10-touchdown season and all of these things, we haven't seen any of those things. So to say it's been everyone else and just not your play, that's not true. That's false.
Because look, what's the excuse for Gary Wilson? His offensive line is trash too. And wasn't he offensive rookie of the year?
Yep, sure was.
Oh, okay.
This is before Aaron Rodgers got there.
Isn't there an argument that could be made that, you know, Gary Wilson was playing with something of a lesser quarterback in totality since Jerry Jeudy's been in the league? So what's your excuse? Like, guys like Gary Wilson are producing. Okay, what about a guy like Nico Collins who finally has stability at quarterback? What's he doing? He's putting up pretty good numbers, right? No, not too bad. You know, I mean, yeah, you can have bad offensive lines. Joe Burrow has had a shit offensive line his whole career. You don't hear Jamar Chase making excuses. He's mad because he's always fucking open. There's a big difference.
Right.
He's producing in spite of, and still Jerry Jeudy has yet to produce in spite of any of his circumstances.
No, he's been underwhelming and underperforming for 4 years now.
So I just think it's easy to make excuses when you're not playing well, right? And I don't want to hear, the O-line. I don't want to hear the quarterback. I don't want to hear none of that stuff, bro. At the end of the day, play better, right? Like
players play, man.
Players play, bro, and people who don't sit here and complain and make excuses, and like at the end of the day, how bad do you want it? Because nobody's going to sit up there and give it to you. Nobody's going to sit up there and make shit easy. Jerry Rice never made excuses like that. Megatron never made excuses like that. You got to think about all of these guys that came before you that didn't have the best quarterback situations. They weren't on the best team. But guess what? That didn't stop them from putting up great numbers. So what's your excuse at the end of the day?
It's funny how that works, huh?
And I'm just being real, bro. Like at the end of the day, because like Steve Smith can sit up here and say the person who critiqued you and called you just another guy, he can sit up there and say, "Oh yeah, these seasons, I just didn't have a good quarterback, and I was stuck with Jake Delhomme, and you know what I'm saying." But he's not doing that. He's embracing the stuff that he had, embracing the situation that he had, and he was going crazy regardless. It's like you can't sit up there and put it on the quarterback and put it on the O-line just because you're not balling, bro. Get open.
No,
maybe you'll get the ball.
Look,
it's just that simple.
How about you put up a 1,000-yard season so we can stop talking about
you? Maybe that.
Oh, how about you score more than 10 touchdowns in your career? How about maybe have a 90 to 100 catch season? Well, don't you do something that keeps the heat off of you instead of everything that keeps the heat on you?
Staying healthy might be one. Staying on the field, staying available.
You might be asking for too much time to stay healthy.
There's a lot of stuff that plays
I feel like somebody said that before. Didn't somebody say that before? The best ability is availability.
Availability. That's crazy. Wonder why we hear that all the time. But I really don't care about the excuses, man. Like,
funny how that works.
Just play better, bro. Like, I can sit up here and say all of this stuff about me and my play. Oh, well, the rush don't get there on time, and like if the rush got there and they gave us time to cover, and I can give us all of the bullshit as excuses all I want, bro. But at the end of the day, it's either you're gonna make shit happen or you're not. So, what we planning on doing about it, bro? You're a professional. Act like a professional. Play like a professional. If the talent is too good here.
You mean that? You mean that whole? You mean that thing where they say, "Do your job"?
Oh yeah. Something. The thing that you I don't know what is that? Get paid for? I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
But, Jerry Jeudy, I just got to if the competition is too hard for you in the National Football League, there are other leagues you can play in. The XFL and the USFL just merged, so you can play in that league. That one's going to be they're really big. Fan control football is also really huge right now. Me and Mel are gonna try our hand with that. See if we can go rock with TO. CFL, the AFL. Football. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of league, a lot of outlets to where you can go out and you can play football, and you can be successful or semi-successful, or you can still continue your football journey. So
or you know what?
Yeah,
he's very young, so he could train until 2028 when flag football becomes a part of the Olympics.
Yeah, exactly. That's what me and my me and my team are doing right now. We have a flag football tournament this weekend. Shout out to my boys from the STE. But we're training. So we can possibly try to get a few spots in there in the flag football Olympic team. You know what I'm saying? Like they're encouraging players to play. So yeah, like if it's too difficult, there are other outlets. That's all I'm saying, right? To where you don't have to, I guess go against the best of the best competition.
We are fighting. It is uber choppy right now on my end.
Oh man, taking over.
And our battle with technology continues.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what the deal is because like you're chopping up. Because I don't know if it's on my end or
no. You coming through clear.
I'm about to say you coming through clear as a day over here.
Because it's like once Bullet starts talking, it gets a little choppy. Like GQ, I understand, like you're in the car, but it's just getting a little choppy.
I hear you loud and clear on my side. You coming through my headphones, no problem.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. It's on my side. When I'm listening, it's just choppy coming from y'all to me. It could be. Let me see. Y'all gotta keep chopping. Let me see something. I'm gonna try something real quick.
For sure.
All right, he on that thing.
All right, let me see. All right, so yeah, we talked to go ahead and leave that Jerry Jeudy thing alone, just because it's
not worth the energy.
It's just play better, bro. At the end of the day, dog, you're a football player, you're an athlete. You've been doing this for a long time. You know exactly what you have to do to
yeah, I mean, bro, you're one of the few players that made it to the NFL, bro. Like, just embrace it, put the work in, and ball the fuck out. There are many players that want to be where you are.
Literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people that want to be exactly where you are, and want to be in your position, and I honestly could be in your position. You know how easy it is for a lot of people to be picked up off the street. So just embrace it, bro. Work harder, and you know you'll get to where you want to be at. But as of right now, I don't know. You're not sounding like a good person right now.
What are your thoughts on potentially of Jerry Jeudy being moved to the Colts in a trade?
See, I thought about that, right? Because, like I said, I've been hearing his name come up for a few weeks now. For Carolina, the Colts name is in there as well. So I thought it would be interesting, right? Now I don't know if that's in pairing with Michael Pittman Jr. or if they're going to try to move Michael Pittman Jr. in to try to switch some things up out in Denver. But I do think a pairing would work a lot better. Just because Michael, he does tend to draw a lot of heavy targets, and he is their biggest receiver. Everybody else is kind of on the small side, unless you're counting Alec Pierce, which is he's also a pretty tall receiver. But I think the main problem is they thought that he would develop better than he did, and I don't think he's developing fast enough. So I think that's probably why they're looking more at Jerry Jeudy. But I'm really interested
everything
in how
I've read
that works out.
Everything I've read thus far has been a pairing more than a separate of the two, because the Broncos looks like they're about to go into a fire sale, which means Jerry Jeudy and Cortland Sutton may both be gone, which I don't entirely agree with. But hey, Sean Payton got to do what Sean Payton feels is best for them. Maybe a full-on reboot is the move. There's a possibility and a rumor that Russell Wilson could get cut and be a cap casualty. But the problem is, it would be an $87 million dead money hit if they do it.
Gracious.
So you basically would go into another season, and you wouldn't have any means to have any money to rebuild accordingly.
Literally.
So you would literally handcuff your organization because you overpaid for your quarterback, and now you're not going to ever see any type of production whatsoever.
At least not for the next 3 to 5 years.
Okay, we good now.
Yeah, because you're going to go with who's I don't even know who their backup is. Who the hell's the backup in Denver?
I think it's the kid from.
It's Jarrett Stidham.
Yep, it is now. Actually, yep, it's Jarrett Stidham now. You're right.
Oh, you sure right. It is Jarrett Stidham, the guy with the 80-something yard run in the preseason from the Patriots. You sure right.
I mean,
Jarrett Stidham definitely ain't the future.
No, I don't think the problem, me personally, I don't think the problem is Russ. And I just think the expectations of this team were too high from the beginning. And to think that one person, one guy, is going to come save it and you're instantly a Super Bowl team. I don't care who that one person is. Outside of Tom Brady, do we have no evidence of one quarterback switching teams and making that team an instant contender? Like
Peyton Manning to the Broncos is pretty comparable too.
But we didn't know. But they didn't have those expectations on Peyton because they knew Peyton was still hurt.
True.
They knew they said if Peyton goes and he looks like old Peyton, they have a chance. But they didn't automatically say, "Oh well, Peyton went to the Broncos, automatic Super Bowl contender."
They did. Oh, you mean they didn't do what the Jets did with Aaron Rodgers and and what the Broncos are currently doing? Oh, okay, got it.
Right. Go ahead, Mo.
I mean, well, honestly, I'm not saying I don't think, like I said, I don't think it's necessarily Russ. I think it's a lot of bad.
It's a little bit of everything.
It is, but I think it's more bad coaching than anything. Like I'm gonna call out Sean Payton, bro. Like you supposed to be this prominent coach who I've always said was, yes, you're an innovative offensive mind, but you're kind of overrated, dog, because outside of that one Super Bowl, outside of that one postseason run, what have you done, big dog? Nothing.
I mean, honestly, what has Sean Payton done to get to get all of the praise that he gets? Nothing really.
I'll wait, bro. I will wait because it seems like without Drew Brees, you ain't worth a damn.
But even with Drew Brees, those teams, we're not going to act like those New Orleans Saints teams weren't stacked. Them New Orleans
they were absolutely stacked on both sides.
Yeah,
on both sides.
You say So, and you're right. Outside of that Super Bowl, but they've had a few years where they've had the highest scoring offenses. So he's had these teams that have been primed to win, but only one actually made it to the Super Bowl and won.
True, and we'll excuse the fact of the two, egregious penalties that weren't called. Right? We'll throw those out the water.
But you almost can't. You can't make this stuff up with two bad calls in a row like that shit.
Literally, we'll give you that. We will absolutely give you that. We understand, but literally every year, because I'm telling you, there was a point in time where I was looking at the season and I'm like, bro, there's no possible way the Saints don't go or win the Super Bowl this fucking year.
But here's a question. Here's a question both of you had asked. Answer, I mean. What's the difference between Sean Payton and McCarthy?
I was going to say Mike McCarthy.
I was about to ask the same question because there is no difference.
They're the same guy.
I mean, West Fairmont.
Not a damn thing.
Like, they're the same guy to me. Like, they've underachieved with the talent and the teams that they had respectively.
Both have had Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Both have had, at one point or another, above average defenses. And both have had comparable offensive weapons to throw the ball to.
Yep.
And it equates to 2 Super Bowls total. Whereas in that same realm, we've had Eli Manning win 2. We've had Peyton Manning win 1. Russell Wilson win 1. Tom Brady win 5. Joe Flacco won 1. Like, all these other quarterbacks have also won. But what about Aaron Rodgers and what about Drew Brees with these Hall of Fame elite coaches?
And this is and that's my thing. Is like, he hasn't earned it. Like, if we're going to say that Russ and that offense Russ isn't performing well, and if you want to say that defense was what it was last year, they got the worst defense in the league this year.
Then that means last year they literally overachieved and maxed themselves out last year. Is what that means. But that also, to me, is an attribute to the defensive coordinator last year. That means he schemed that defense to perfection. That is an absolute masterclass in how you coach. If that defense was that good to overachieve, and then this year it's like that coach ain't there, and it's the complete opposite of what they are.
Right. And it's like, do they even have the talent on that side of the ball? Or even on offense? Do they even have the offensive talent?
See, I think they do have the offensive talent. I just think it's being used in a way that makes absolutely no sense.
Yep.
Because there are other offenses in this league that have considerably worse talent and are being productive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's crazy to think about. But it's true. Look at the Giants. The Giants, for the most part, are a semi-productive offense. They're more productive than the Broncos. The Texans finally get a quarterback, and they don't have near the offensive weapons that some of the ones that Denver has. And look how productive this offense is. Like,
well, I'll tell you, I would argue that the Texans. I'd rather have the Texans. I'll take Robert Woods, Nico Collins, the running back Dameon Pierce. I'll take that. I'll take that over what they got in Denver. That's just me, though.
I mean, I was gonna say you're not wrong at all.
And I guess
I'm looking at it. Yeah, I'm just looking at it in totality because I know we had Javonte Williams get hurt last year, but that dude was a rock star before he got hurt. Like, dude was a dog. And then now you got McLaughlin as a backup. You got Greg Dortch, who's a good young up and coming tight end, and you still got Cortland Sutton, who's definitely a productive receiver. And then of course whatever's left of Jerry Jeudy at this point.
But I would go back to your original point: bad coaching. And we talked about this a couple weeks ago. It's like bad coaching, whether it's defensive coaching or offensive coaching. There's just a massive swell of just bad coaching right now, and it's easy to blame the star quarterback.
Of course, and of course, look at the Saints game last night, right? You can take the Saints game last night and exactly what happened. And how a quarterback can literally change the game, right? The whole first half of the game, Derek Carr and the Saints offense really didn't generate anything, right? Now, there was a point in time where Derek Carr is going off on Chris Olave because he ran the wrong route. And everybody's like, why did he go off on Chris when he threw the ball 10 yards out of bounds? He threw the ball 10 yards out of bounds because if Chris runs the right fucking route, he's wide open. But now that he didn't run the right route, he has to throw the fucking ball 10 yards out of fucking bounds, or he's going to throw a fucking pick. That's how football works, right? So now you go to the second half, and he's telling Chris Olave, hey, this is yours, but you have to run the right fucking route, bro, or this isn't going to work, right? Chris, he literally looks at him pre-play, tells him, are you ready, right? The next scene is Chris Olave getting the ball, first down, right? Boom, 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 touchdown, right? The next series, boom, boom, boom. Now they're in position to score. What happens? The crazy part about it is that people don't even realize Derek Carr is not even getting a fucking play. He's changing at the line.
Yep.
He's calling plays at the line. So he's taking coaching and playing the gameplay out of the coaching hands, and he's putting it in his hands. This is my game to win, right? Would have won the game if Austin Moreau caught the ball. Let's just keep it a bean. But because that drop happened, now everybody looks at Derek Carr and, oh, look at this, and oh, bad pass here, and oh, he should have did this here and should have did this here, and completely negating the fact that if he doesn't take control of the game from the coach who's calling an asinine game, Dennis Allen, they don't even come close to winning.
Like this, Derek Carr has been dealing with dumb shit for a long time. So
of course,
even in Josh McDaniels' offense, he didn't allow him to change the plays. I got a whole bunch of clips in my fucking phone of Derek Carr talking on the sidelines to wide receivers, to running backs, telling them, look, do this. I got you. I'm looking at you. This, that. He's telling them what they do. Like the touchdown, I don't know. I don't think Rashid scored a touchdown. I think it was a big play. But he told him on the sideline, like, bro, just run straight. I'm going to get you the ball. I'm going to get it to you. Like, certain quarterbacks, they have a feel for the game. And I've always liked Derek Carr because he understands it at a very nice level that I would like it. I would love to see him with the Patriots. Not that I like the Patriots, but just I know that the way that the Patriots operate and the way his mind is, it would work there with him.
It would work. Yeah, it would work beautifully because Bill would literally leave the offense to him and the offensive coordinator. They would coordinate to the point where now every single person in that offense is comfortable, including your quarterback, to where now he has control and you live and die with essentially his play call because he's out there and he sees what he sees on the field. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
You go back and watch film, you assess, you change it. That's football.
Bill O'Brien would flourish with a quarterback like Derek Carr.
Like,
it fits the type of mold that Bill O'Brien likes in his quarterbacks. Like Derek Carr is the model of quarterback that Bill O'Brien is a big fan of. Like he's a little bit more agile than Tom Brady was. Well, that's also not hard to do because Tom Brady wasn't very agile. But he can get rid of the ball. He 100% can. He won't take a lot of sacks. Like he will check down. He will change protections. He will change to hot reads. Like he will do what needs to be done to win a game.
Right. And he plays the game. He's a very cerebral quarterback.
And that part gets slept on. I think people don't realize how smart this quarterback really is.
They don't, and I think it's more of a reason because of like a personal thing, right? Like a lot of people expect, and this is the thing I hate about quarterbacks and people judging quarterbacks. A lot of people expect a quarterback to come in the league and play like another quarterback. And the common misconception or the common problem that everybody had with Derek Carr was that he wasn't Patrick Mahomes or he wasn't Justin Herbert. I'm like, well, duh. Did you guys not watch him in fucking college? Well, I could have told you that for years. Of course. Like, nobody is Patrick Mahomes. Nobody is Justin Herbert. Nobody is Tom Brady. Nobody's Peyton Manning.
But the funny thing about it is wasn't Patrick Mahomes in college.
No, but let's take it even a step.
They didn't want to hear me when I said that, though.
Derek Carr's from Fresno State.
Mm-hmm.
Have any of you? Who the fuck watches Fresno State on TV? Like,
Fresno
and that's not me taking a shot at. That's not me taking a shot at the school. But let's be realistic. Like he came from a smaller school, so my expectations when him into the NFL should not be a D1 quarterback. I should be thinking about is he competent? Let's just start with that. Is he competent?
Yeah.
Can he absorb a playbook? Does he understand basic concepts? And guess what? NFL pays these scouts all this money. All right, what is this guy's strengths? What are his weaknesses? Okay, this is what he's good at. Why can't I build an offense around what he's good at? Man, that sounds like coaching to me.
That's a dope segment because
crazy.
I want to talk about two things. I want to talk about what Steve Smith said about Brock Purdy and then what Mike McDaniel said about Tua. First, I'm going to attack the Steve Smith, Brock Purdy, and how he said that NFL scouts are lazy because there's no reason for him to have gone as late in the draft as he did and didn't. If he's showing, and Zach Wilson has just become the poster child for if you want to talk about a quarterback, you just use Zach Wilson as like the lowest barometer, which is absolutely ridiculous to me. But
that's actually stupid, but sure.
You could have just said Mitch Trubisky. We'd have been all right with that.
Right. But the thing is, it's not that scouts missed on Brock Purdy. It's that Brock Purdy went to the ideal spot for someone with his skill set. Like going to the Jets when Zach Wilson went to the Jets was a bad team. All the way around.
Very much so.
It was a bad team. The Bears with Justin Fields. It's a bad team.
Yep.
So you're asking young quarterbacks to come in and build up garbage. Like there's a reason why they had the first pick in the draft or the second pick in the draft. They're not a good team. And I guarantee you, if Zach Wilson went to the 49ers, he'd look totally different.
And that's the major difference for me right there, Mel. You can't expect a quarterback to be like another quarterback when their situations aren't even remotely the damn same. It doesn't work like that. Everybody wants to know why Patrick Mahomes was so successful. He came into success. They had Alex Smith and they were in the fucking playoffs and AFC Championship damn near every single year. It was them and the fucking Colts going back and forth with Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, and whoever came out on top was in the goddamn Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes came into that situation. Justin Herbert, same thing. Offense was stacked. Defense was damn near stacked. Guess what? If it wasn't for Tyrod Taylor getting his lung punctured by the damn doctors, Justin Herbert probably still wouldn't even be playing right now.
And
so another great situation.
It's like we said this before. Like this is why the draft system needs to change because you're sending 5-star talent to 1-star teams. Like, and you know, like my nephew just said, he was like, it's not so much that they're looking for prototypical shit. It's teams and offensive have changed. So the skill sets also have changed. And what they're trying to do now is if you're not, it used to be a time where if you were a mobile quarterback, they didn't touch you.
Mm-hmm.
Now all they look for is mobile
quarterbacks. Yep.
And you can't, like, every system isn't built that way. And I said this when we said this a couple pods ago when I was talking about Tua. And I said all what Mike McDaniels did was he took the Kansas City formula and brought that shit to Miami. Because everybody's talking about, you know, Tua and, you know, what's he, you know, how does he look and yada, 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 and making a big deal about Patrick Mahomes. Why he's not Patrick Mahomes. I was like, no, but he's doing Patrick Mahomes shit. Do you know why? Because he's got the fastest wide receiver core in the league. You know who used to have the fastest wide receiver core in the league? Kansas City.
Boom.
This was Kansas.
That's not wrong what you're saying, but at the same time, the film has also showed us this. Tua has always been this type of a quarterback. The accuracy's always been there. The ball placement is always. It was the same in Alabama. It's just what they did, which is they gave him comparable talent.
No, that's what I'm saying. They literally, it's not that Tua is this amazing quarterback. It's just that when he was at Alabama, who'd he have? Henry Ruggs, Devontae Smith.
Yep.
Who was the other one?
John Messi III.
Like he had all of these guys. So when he got to the league, he didn't have none of these dudes. But then Waddle was on that team too. You give him Waddle. You give him Tyreek Hill. You give him all of these weapons. So now he's comfortable back to just being the guy. He's the trigger man. That's what he is now. Mm-hmm. I got to throw this ball 30 yards out so Tyreek can go get it. I'm going to throw it 30 yards so Tyreek can go get it. That's all Patrick Mahomes used. He's just not running around playing backyard football like Mahomes did. because the way McDaniels is scheming up the routes and all of that, he just got dudes running wide open. So, and the same thing with San Francisco. If you have a guy that can just sit there and deliver the ball to your playmakers, you don't need the best quarterback. You just need a comparable quarterback. It's like we found out for everything that they said about Patrick Mahomes, he's not a floor raiser. Because if he was, they wouldn't have made the trade to get Mecole Hardman.
Yeah.
People
are still confused by that.
Say it again.
I said people are still confused by that.
Right. It's just like if he would have turned like Sky Moore skill set is no different than Mecole Hardman's skill set.
No, neither is Rashee Rice.
And Rashee, like they have talented receivers on there. The difference is he's not making if he was a Tom Brady or a Peyton Manning who takes guys and then they turn into weapons, that's a floor raiser.
Don't they call them also? What do they call them? Force multipliers?
Yeah, that's not who Patrick Mahomes is. Patrick Mahomes is as good as the shit that he has around him.
Well, yeah, but we also saw listen, folks, don't take this as that we are saying that Patrick Mahomes is trash. That's not what we're saying. But we saw a glimpse of what it looks like when he didn't have Travis Kelce in that game. Those receivers were not good. They could not get separation. They couldn't catch the damn ball. And it just looked different. And that's the thing. Like these, and Mel, you said it a million times, so we're gonna keep hitting that nail on the head. This is why bad teams shouldn't get first cracks at certain players in the draft. Because why am I sending competence to incompetence?
That's my whole point.
Because first of all, if I'm drafting a generational talent at quarterback or something of that sort, why do I want to bring that quarterback into an organization where I don't have stability in coaching, stability of general managership, and and ownership that lets those two entities do what they need to do to make that team better? Why would I want to do that? Yep. Like, why would I want to draft a quarterback like, I guess we'll bring his name up anyway, like Caleb Williams? Why would I want to bring him to a dysfunctional organization like the Bears?
It doesn't make
sense. It took the Bears 2 years to finally bring in a guy like DJ Moore to help a young quarterback. Like, that shit should have been in place year one. We've seen what this looks like on the other side of the scale. When the Eagles on draft day brought A.J. Brown in to help Jalen Hurts, what happened? They elevated the team. When competence does competent things, they go to the Super Bowl. Mind blown. It's funny how that works.
Isn't it crazy how that works?
And
wow.
And that's why I said what I said in the beginning. Like we've talked about everything that is currently being talked about on your favorite sports shows and all that. We did that shit 3 months. We been did that.
Talked about it months ago.
Like we're ahead of it.
Late. It's okay. Y'all just a little late, but it's all right.
It's just late, dog. Just late, and it's okay. It's all good. That's why you stay here. You get all the good shit first.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to college football real quick. We got 2 topics in college football I want to get to. The Michigan one is going to take this is real light. This is not even going to be anything crazy.
Nope.
Jess, I don't think
it's a big deal.
It's not a big deal because I don't understand when you send scouts to watch. Fuck sending people to games. When you're watching film on tape, what are you doing?
You're looking at signals.
You're looking. Yep.
You're looking at signals. You're looking at alignments. You're looking at what personnel is on the field, and you're also looking at when the ball is snapped, who's moving where at what time.
You look for all the keys that can give you a competitive edge. This is why you watch tape.
Yeah, it's called Scouting 101.
It's literally called doing your homework.
Right. So if put like this, we'll take this. I know this has nothing to do with football, but let's take LeBron. LeBron noticed that when Kobe was ISO and he did this, he was breaking the triangle. Is that illegal? No. He noticed a tendency and he capitalizes on it or recognizes it when it happens.
Do you know why it's not illegal? Because you have free access to this stuff.
Right.
And let's break this down into a football level, right? quick little story time as to show you exactly what we're talking about and why this isn't illegal and why it shouldn't be considered illegal. Because at the end of the day, you can change your signs at any point in time and it won't move shit. But
teams change their signs every week anyway.
I'm my story time at the end of this when we go out.
This is the thing, right? When you watch film, you're literally picking up keys. Now, if you don't change those keys, that's your fault.
Yep.
Like I said, story time. I played corner junior year in high school, and there was this team that loved to run short game. Now, the quarterback specifically used to give a telltale sign that it was going to be a slant, right? Really, the whole team did. But the quarterback specifically, they would line up in 12 formation, and the receiver would literally line up in between the hash and the numbers. Now, every time you watch it on film, if he's in between the hash and the numbers, a slant is coming all the fucking way. Any other goddamn time, they're not running a slant. They're not even going to pass the fucking ball. But if he's lined up above the numbers, he's running a slant. I seen it on film. I'm sitting there, third quarter of the goddamn game, 2 minutes left, and I look, and they in that damn formation. And I'm like, there's no fucking way. There's no way that y'all are doing this right now. Because I watched it on film. I'm seeing it play out in front of me. I'm watching it.
Yep.
And they run exactly the same thing. I'm telling everybody, hey, there's a slant coming. There's a fucking slant coming. I get inside, literally, I'm inside shade. They run the slant, and I'm looking dead at the quarterback like, bro, there's no way you're going to throw this because you're going to throw it right to me. He threw it. Threw it right to me. I'm sitting there right in the slant ball lane. It's like you can't say that's cheating or you can't say that that's giving somebody an advantage. No, I just did my damn homework.
Yeah, because that's what you're supposed to do. If you're not watching film, how are you supposed to get better? How are you studying your opponent? You just go, I'm gonna go play Madden. I'm gonna go see what their playbook looks like. Let's keep it a buck. Like, if you're doing your homework, that's how you're better than your opponent.
That's how you
but a lot of elite receivers and elite cornerbacks, when you interview them, that's what they say. Yeah, I watched him. I studied him on film. I looked at his tendencies. You hear Richard Sherman break this down probably better than most corners. And he literally talks about, I know when he lines up, I know what kind of route he's going to run based on his foot alignment.
Based on his feet.
The fact that I can look at your feet and that tells me, come on now. Look, I don't give a damn what your sign is. Like, if your feet tell me what you're going to do, I've done my homework.
As an offensive coordinator, I pray that you watch tape. I pray. Story time. When I was coaching, my first play of the game, I run stretch right. First play of the game, every game does not change. Stretch right, stretch right, stretch right. We were playing the number one team in the league. They scouted 3 games. They came to 3 games in a row, and they watched it. They writing stuff down. I'm hoping you do these things. First play of the game, what did I do? Fake the stretch right, bomb that shit down the sidelines.
Bombed you.
Touchdown. And he's looking at me. I'm looking at him, and I was like, yeah. Mm-hmm. His whole defense collapsed on him. My receiver was flying down the sidelines by himself because I was hoping he was doing his homework.
Mm-hmm. And let me piggyback off that, Mel, because that's a good point, right? Because sometimes doing that shit will get you in fucking trouble. Another story time, right? My alma mater, I got it right here on my goddamn head. CSM. They played ARC 2 years prior to the situation I'm talking about. They played them 2 years prior to that. Beat the dog shit out of them 79-9, right? 70-point win, right? It was bad. It was really, really bad. The next 2 years, right? Didn't play them. They play them, right? The whole week of practice, everybody fucking around, even the coaches, bro. Everybody fucking around, all the shit like that. Now, me, mind you, I'm coming from Sacramento. I just came back from Sacramento. I'm talking to all my boys out here at ARC, and they're like, yeah, no, we got something different for them. We coming. We got something different for them. I go back to my alma mater at CSM because I'm a coach up there, and they're like, yeah, we good. We got it. We beat these guys ain't shit. We beat these guys 79-9 last time, blah, 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 the shit like that. They're looking on film, and they're looking at all their guys. They're like, they ain't got no guys. They ain't got no guys. And I'm sitting there telling them, it's not what y'all think. It's going to be different. Okay, because they got some guys back there, some guys I played with and some guys I played against, right? And they're looking on film and they're seeing all the stuff that they're doing. Bro, when I tell you that ARC came out there and they had a whole different fucking game plan and they ran nothing that they seen on film, And it was in that game was ugly, bro. It was ugly for CSM. Yeah. They literally had one of my young homies, Tanner Trozine, looking like Patrick Mahomes. He was running around in the pocket, bro. Running around the pocket. As soon as somebody pop open, boop, right over the top. That was nowhere on film. They couldn't watch that. They couldn't scout for that. So ARC was like, oh, bet. We got the guy who literally just won state with his high school football team. And this is the offense that he's used to running. Oh, bet we're just going to implement this offense and have him run something that he's used to. They have no idea what's coming. Blowout.
It's beautiful how that works, right?
Crazy.
So, since we having story time, let me give the coaching story time, because I got one for y'all, because I don't get to do this very often. But
yeah, we got a GQ story time.
As a coach myself at the middle school level, that's how crazy this story is. It's a middle school story. So it's middle school football, being the defensive coordinator that I was at the time. We were playing against this school, and all they did, they ran the ball 98% of the time, and they threw the ball 2% of the time. So I'm talking to other coaches, like I'm sending emails, like, man, this is the middle school level. I'm watching film from their games, and I'm sending email, hey, what are they doing? This team would run the same 5 run plays. And I was like, all right, so a traditional 3-4 and a traditional 4-3 ain't working. So we're sitting there with all the coaches in the room, and they're like, what are we going to do? So I go back, because I love studying defensive coordinators from way back when. And, Mel, you will appreciate what I'm about to say very much so. I went to the whiteboard, and I said, let's run a 5-2 stack.
Jeez.
I said, no one in their right mind has seen a 5-2 stack in probably 15 years on a football field. I said, let's run the 5-2 stack. At the middle school level, I said, let's run a 5-2 stack. And they're like, why is that going to work? I said, because we have an advantage that most teams don't. We have a safety that's 6'1" in 8th grade. So ain't nobody throwing the ball over his head anyway. And he's a center, and he's an outfielder in baseball. He's fine. Make him play center field. Let's play this game. So I was able to put my athletes at the front line in those defensive end / linebacker positions, and we literally were 3 plays away from pulling an upset and beating the team that eventually won the district championship. Every single team after that started running the 5-2 stack.
Right, because you know why? Because they did their homework. They watched the fucking game.
Hey, you're a madman.
It was like, yo, that works. We're gonna do that. But like
you are a madman. A 5-2 in middle school is crazy.
Listen, I love studying defenses. I love studying defenses. I'm a big component of studying, because defense is one of those things, like, unlike offense where you have these innovative play callers, defense only has so many things you can do. And the only reason I couldn't run a 46, because I had no dogs. I have enough dogs in 46. And I was like, too many concepts, and I only had like 6 days to put it together. I said, the 5-2, we can do it. I said, it's a very simple concept. I can teach it, but the 46, you got to have some. I needed some bullies, and I only really had like one. That was my middle linebacker. So I was like, let's go with the 5-2. So
a 5-2.
Don't misunderstand me now. Hey.
No. Hey, now
I know a little something about football now.
In middle school, you run a 5-2, their brains were sizzled.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you, if I'm the coach on the other side and I see that 5-2, I'm damn near gonna call a timeout. Hey, you come here. We gotta talk about something. We gotta have a conversation, because there's no way you just pulled this out. Okay? No.
Not in middle school.
Look, what's funny, so
not in middle school. Okay, not in middle school.
The two times that they threw the ball, we deflected the first one and picked out the second one.
Of course.
So they were 0 for 2 on their throws.
Hey.
Because I had a center fielder back there. I said, nice try. I said, if anything go over your head, I said, you're gonna run gaspers in the middle of this game.
Mm-hmm. And then let me get to this. Is what I said before. This is gonna be a theme moving forward from here on out. We talked about what star athletes may do moving forward in college football. Literally said that, look, they can call their own shots because they're starting to make money in college. Caleb Williams talking about he wants part ownership of a team. He only wants to play for certain teams if he goes to the league, yada, yada, yada. We were ahead of this fucking 4 weeks ago. Now,
I want to let everybody know Caleb Williams is drunk off bong water.
Oh, no, he is off that lighter fluid right now.
Man,
because
he is 100% one of those that be sampling his own product.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he doesn't. Caleb Williams, and this is my personal opinion, everybody can have their own. I still don't believe that Caleb Williams is a franchise quarterback. We watched him against Washington, did we not?
Oh, absolutely. Watch that whole game.
That was his first real test of some real competition, in my opinion. He didn't pass the test.
I mean, have I not been saying? I've been saying it for weeks, bro. That throwing off the back foot bullshit, throwing off balance bullshit. It's gonna stop. It's gonna stop working. It's not gonna work as many times as you think it's gonna work. And when you have a good defensive coordinator, when you have a good coach on the other side that can game plan for that, no, it's not gonna work. And you can see that you won't score, you won't generate a lot of points because of that.
No, and I've said this, and this is what I keep trying to explain to people because if you're just a casual fan and you're watching Caleb Williams play, you're just going to be like, oh shit, like he's amazing. Look at this. And I keep trying to tell people he's not a quarterback yet. He's an athlete that can play quarterback.
Yep.
Those two things are totally
100%.
Different, completely different.
And listen, now that boy Michael Penix now.
No.
Oh, that boy's something nasty.
I told everybody that deep ball is something nasty.
I was just about to say that man's deep ball.
I'm trying to tell people it's something nasty.
Receiving core is in the country.
I mean, he's got 3 NFL wide receivers.
Yep, absolutely he does.
Like he looked like something serious, and once again, when Caleb Williams had a chance to shine, he fell apart, just like he did Utah twice last year.
Mm-hmm. And this is no shot. He doesn't. When the original conversation was, I would take Shedeur Sanders over Caleb Williams because Shedeur is a better quarterback. I didn't say he was a better athlete. I said he's a better quarterback. I value someone who can run, yes, but I value somebody who can stand in the pocket and pick apart a defense and can move just a little bit to open up a window or whatever it may be. Those are the type of quarterbacks that last longer in the league than the guys who just run around like Patrick Mahomes. Like if Patrick Mahomes was doing Patrick Mahomes things, I'm just letting y'all know, like I said, they wouldn't have called Mecole Hardman back. So we have to understand this. See, who failed this week? This is my brother. He talking shit right now. You should be working
Caleb.
Well, nah, Caleb got his ass cracked, and he should have. And so, that's neither here nor there. Wow. Oh, he switched up. Which one you want, GQ? This one.
That one right there. All right, I made it back to my humble abode.
And so it's gonna be too much. It's too much. And then we touched on the young quarterback thing. I'm gonna get on something real quick. I'm gonna get back to the bad coaching part of this. I know the Jet defense balled out of control against the Eagles. But I was sitting there with a friend of mine, and I'm telling him, because he's an Eagles fan, and I'm telling him, when it was 3rd down, and I was like, look, all the Eagles got to do, run the ball and punt that shit to the Jets. Because if you believe that Zach Wilson is as garbage as you think he is, he's not going to drive them down the field. I said, if they throw this ball, I am going to lose my shit. Because as an offensive coordinator, you don't do that. In your own territory, backed up, 3rd and 16, you don't throw that pass.
No.
And so what he do? He dropped back, threw the ball, got the interception, ran it back, Jets score, game's over.
Yeah, that one off. You're about the one he threw off his back foot, right?
No, it was one in the 4th quarter with like a minute and something, like a minute 26.
Oh, the off balance throw. The off balance throw.
Oh yeah, no, yep, the off balance one. Yep,
the off balance throw.
I don't even think it was off balance. It was just a stupid ass throw. And even if it was, he shouldn't have been throwing it anyway because it was 3rd and 16. The Jets only had one timeout left. You make them burn it, kick the ball, they get it at the 30. They got to go 70 yards and they got to score a touchdown, not a field goal.
It all goes back to that coaching thing we keep talking about.
it's dumb. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know what is going through coaches' minds when they're doing these things.
Why don't they do what like every other coach anywhere would have done and run the fucking draw?
Well,
I don't think
know
any
if you
of
guys.
them do it. I don't think they think like that anymore. I think analytics has messed up.
Oh yeah,
football.
common sense. It's messed up common sense.
It's messed up
A lot.
Because if it's 3rd and 16 and I run that draw, I should get 7 to 8 yards, which now means I can pin them. I can probably pin them closer to the 10 where I really want to pin them, and make them have to go that much further down the field.
Even if I pick up 2 yards, they still have to call a timeout.
Yeah,
which means they lose that timeout, and I'm kicking the ball off, and they still got to go the length of the field.
And I'm turning up the pressure on Zach Wilson.
With the guy that you don't think exact. That's what I said. But they don't. It's weird how they do how they make these play calls, and they just and it is like the defender still got to make the play, but there's no play to be made if he just turns around, hands the ball off, even if you run a quarterback draw.
Well, and it's so bad now that they show it on the screen. They're like, oh well, the analytics says on 4th and this they should though their percentage. Why? Why do we care? Like, stop it.
The goal is to win the game.
Yeah, the goal is not what analytics says. No one cares. All right. Let those couple of cats do that, but let's keep football.
I think that's what's messing a lot of people up right now, bro, because when you look at it, there's a lot of offenses, a lot of prominent offensive coordinators that are struggling to move the ball, bro. They're struggling not only to move the ball, but they're struggling to score in the most important part of the field in the red zone, bro. Like you have all of these supposedly innovative offensive minds, and when you look at it, like they're not doing so well, bro. So I don't know if they're overlooking into
incompetence. I got it.
I mean, probably. I don't know if they're overlooking into analytics. I don't know if they're like if defenses have finally caught up, but something's wrong. Like there's something that's definitely wrong here. And it has to be addressed, dog. Like, there's no
coaching has always been a feeling thing. You feel the game, like you feel it, like you're watching what's happening on the field, and you start to notice things. You know what? Every time we line up like that, the seam route is always wide open.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna look at it again. We're not gonna throw the seam, but let's see what happens. Was the seam open that play? Yeah, it was open. Okay. All right, cool. So you put that in your back pocket. So in the 4th quarter, when you really need something, boom, we're gonna go trips right, look for the seam. Because you've seen it all game long. It's a feeling thing.
Not to mention you got a guy in the box that's watching the game from the sky view. So it's like, hey, I see. Do you see what I'm seeing from up there? What are you seeing from up there? Okay, bet. And you see this, and here's the perfect example of this, is Bill Belichick specifically. If y'all notice this, if you watch a Patriots game, when something happens, he always pulls a Sharpie and he's always writing some notes. He's always writing something down because he's like, you know what? If they come back to this in the 3rd or 4th quarter, I got to play dialed up for that. Right. That's old school coaching in a nutshell. And it's like, what are you doing? The game within the game, I believe, is what they call it. And that's the thing. Like Mel just said, a feeling. That's the game within the game. Like, there's a time and a place to gamble, utilize analytics, whatever the word you want to use. But it's not every single time. Oh, this is the first 4th and 1 at 13-16 in the 1st quarter. The fuck you doing? Punt the ball. Be realistic.
Punt that unless you look. The only way you go for it on 4th and 1 early in the 1st quarter is if you undoubtedly know, hey, I got 5 guys in there that I know gonna move the line of scrimmage that 1 yard, and we just gonna fall and get that 1 yard.
I'm not doing it unless I got Mike Allstott back there.
Other than that. No, you punt the ball, you play field position. We always played field position.
Yeah, that's a real game. It's called, and because to me, what analytics says too is like, maybe I don't trust my defense as much. Do you not trust your defense to make a stop from a team going 70 yards down the field, like Mel said earlier? Like
that's what it tells me.
Instead, let me go for it on my 40 or their 40, excuse me. Now they've got a short field. I'm sorry, no, on my 40, and they've got a short field to go. Like they're now in field goal range because you gambled. Because so they're going to walk away with at least 3 points, whereas you get 0. Last time I checked, that's a swing. That's the last thing you want in football is a point swing.
Nope. Every time. And it's like, it's getting out of control. And it has to tighten. The screws got to get tightened.
You know who the poster child for analytics is right now? Fucking Staley.
Fuck, he needs to be fired. I think we need.
How is a defensive guy the fucking face of analytics? That's insane.
Crazy.
That don't make no sense. I have no problem with it with Harbaugh, because Harbaugh was a special teams guy, so he sees the game a little bit different. So I really understand what he's talking about, but like, not Staley, Staley. And not the Bengals coach either. He's just as bad. He's just as bad.
Yeah, no, Brandon Staley literally plays fucking video game football because
he's playing. He's not even playing Madden. He's playing. Y'all remember that game Blitz? He's playing Blitz.
Yeah.
Nah, he playing Tecmo Bowl. He think he got Bo Jackson back there.
Right.
Because the play calls that he makes in the situations in which he makes them, the defense isn't playing, particularly well. Well, I'm gonna get to the defense in a second. That's gonna be the next portion of this show. We're gonna talk about these defenses in the NFL and how defense is making a comeback. But Brandon Staley, he puts his defense in the worst fucking positions possible, like the worst positions. And as a defender, if I was a defensive coach, I'd be like, listen here, man, what are you doing? Because they're going to score a touchdown.
Let's go talk to your office real quick.
Right.
Because I'm about to slap shit out of you. Because you got a guy in Khalil Mack who has 7 sacks over the last 2 games, which means first of all, Khalil Mack's a linebacker who sometimes played defensive end. He's generating pressure. You got Bosa on the other side. Let this defense cook. Stop putting them in these uncharacteristic positions, because I don't care what level of football you're playing, middle school, high school, college, flag, NFL, whatever. If your defense is playing and defending short fields over and over and over and over again, guess what? The analytics says they're going to lose.
Every time.
Because you might get away with it a couple times. They might get a turnover, but if that's what they're doing all game long, I'm not blaming the defense for that. Offense, you're putting us in a short field position where the windows are tighter for everybody, not just us. Because guess what? These quarterbacks, I'm in a short field. It's 3rd and 7. Let me throw this ball in the air and draw this pass interference now. All of a sudden, I've moved 7 yards up the field without having to do anything. There's so many things that are against a defense in a short field that it's almost impossible to play defense like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. It was asked on Speak. Y'all know how I hate Joy Taylor and Shady. I don't see Shady he go up and down with me sometimes. Sometimes I like him, sometimes I don't. It is what it is. Joy Taylor, I can't stand.
We know.
I like to look at her.
The SpongeBob with titties. But
I'm just playing.
The question was asked because Michael Parsons he's been loud. He's been talking a lot of shit.
Oh, well, he definitely. Hey, Micah been definitely talking his shit on his podcast. Micah, if you ever want to come on the podcast, it's good. Just let us know.
Right. And the question was asked, who's the better defender? Micah Parsons or TJ Watt?
TJ Watt. It's not close.
Who's the better defender?
That's
Micah Parsons, Myles Garrett.
Again, that's another
Garrett. It's not Myles
Garrett.
Right. Nick Bosa, Micah Parsons.
That's 3 stupid questions in a row. It's not Micah Parsons.
That's what I would say. But listening to these dummies, they're like, no, Micah Parsons is different. He's better than those guys.
No,
yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, not really. I'm sorry. Because I watch Myles Garrett. He disrupts every part of your offense. Run game, pass game. Like he disrupts everything.
Anybody want to guess? Anybody want to guess? Just because we're speaking on Myles Garrett. Anybody want to guess who had the highest win percentage against the best left tackle in the league?
It was Myles Garrett. And Trent Williams said it. He was like, "Hey, that's a Hall of Famer."
I was gonna get there, but you took my thunder.
I just want to throw that out there because
you know what? I have one more.
When we seen Micah the week before,
while we on this trend, you take Micah Parsons or you take Aiden Hutchinson?
At this point, I ain't gonna lie to you, Aiden.
I'm just
because.
But weren't they in the same? Weren't those two in the same draft class?
Sure was.
Were they? Yeah,
they were in the same draft class. Just checking. Just thought I would throw that out there.
My thing is, Micah Parsons may be more talented than those other guys. He may be faster. No, he may be faster than those guys. But that doesn't make you better. Just because I need you to do what we're asking you to do. I'm asking you to play defensive and be a disruptor in the pass game, coming off the edge and doing all those things. You do none of those things better than TJ Watt. None of them.
No.
You do none of those things better than Myles Garrett.
Absolutely not.
And Acho said it, and he was just like, well, it's because he has the star on the side of his helmet. And that's all it really is. Because Khalil Mack had 6 sacks a week ago, and nobody talked about it.
Exactly.
We forgot
at one point in time, we talked about Khalil Mack as being one of the top dogs in the NFL.
Right.
Back in his Chicago days. Like in his Raiders days, I'm sorry.
Both.
Khalil Mack was that dude, though. Like,
Can we address something real quick, right? Because a lot of people, I get a lot of people like, love Michael Parsons, right? I get it, right? And I'm not saying he's a bad player or anything like that.
Good player.
He's a good player.
Very good player, right? But we need to address something, and I need a lot of people to get real, right? I need a lot of what up, my boy Tyrone, man. I need a lot of people to get real, okay? Because there was a lot of chatter last week, not this past week, but the week before that when they lost to the Niners. That he's the best pass rusher, so he should be on the best. He should be in the best tackle. Let's get one thing straight. Michael Parsons is not the best pass rusher on this team.
That's why I never.
He's never the best pass rusher.
My daughter made first cut on the basketball team. They were wrapping up.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Basketball season.
Yeah, let's go.
Damn near 6 foot tall as a freshman. Just want to throw that out there.
Come on now, flex on him out here. Tell her I need 20 and 12. Okay, this is a football show, but I need 20 and 12. All right.
The panel wants 20 and 12 from you in your game. You want 20 points, 20 rebounds.
What position? What position?
Center. She's gonna be a center.
Oh, I need 20 and 12. 20 and 12, dog.
Hey, look, she gonna have a phenomenal coach working with us. So don't even worry about it. We're gonna learn some tricks.
20, 12, and 3. Give it to me all day.
We ain't gotta go pay Hakeem $50,000. I'm gonna teach you some stuff.
At all. Okay. 20 and 12. 20 and 12. I need it.
Because we value defense over here.
We value
100%.
defense, man.
100%.
Yeah, we'll 2.5 blocks. We'll throw it 2.5.
Hey, I'm with that. Hey, I'll take a little fingernail block. Them just as effective. Change the shot trajectory. That's
exactly.
That's
change
important.
the shot trajectory. You feel me? And we good. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But congratulations to young Ma over there. Just had to make sure that she get her flowers because making a basketball team, as a lot of people I'm sure would know, that's not an easy feat, man. It's really difficult. But before we got sidetracked, I don't.
See, Michael
I don't really see.
I mean,
and that's the real thing for me, right? It's not that like we said, it's not that he's a bad player. We're not going to take anything away from his ability. It's just
he's super talented. The problem is sometimes the talent
doesn't match up to.
It doesn't. See, what happens is with Michael Parsons is what? 215?
Yeah.
I would say 215.
215. He's under 225 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The problem with that is when you coming off the edge and most of these tackles are 320. So they can absorb you. You might beat them around the corner with your speed, which is great. The difference between you and Myles Garrett is 290 pounds.
And he gonna beat you inside and out. And Michael Parsons, you go inside, you might get pancaked.
Right. And he country strong. So he
ain't just regular strong. But
literally,
we can keep it a buck and keep talking about it like this, right? Last year, when they talked about defensive player of the year and all this stuff like that. And then when they talked about look at who was leading the league in sacks, Michael Parsons was 4th.
Yeah.
My dog Matthew Judon from the Patriots was ahead of him in sacks.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about body type and size. Judon is more of what the hybrid body style type that you want in that position than a Michael Parsons because he's bigger. Right. Judon is a good 230, 235.
Matthew Judon is 60.
Well, not Judon lost weight from when he
lost weight.
He slimmed down from his Baltimore days. He slimmed down. That's why he's faster. He slimmed down from his Baltimore days. Okay. He might be more like 245, but he definitely slimmed down from his Baltimore days. But he's got that hybrid of that length, that size. And the thing about it is Michael Parsons across a 17-game season will break down because his nicks, bruises, and all that stuff won't heal as fast as these bigger guys who take them kind of shots on the regular. Myles Garrett at 290 ain't gonna feel you bumping up on him. Like, okay, whatever. He gonna bounce off of that.
You saw he did Trent Williams?
I seen it. I watched that. Hey, that was one of the. Listen, Myles Garrett, I need you to get in this defensive player of the year conversation. You win you one, dog, because this year might be the year for him.
I felt like he should have won. I felt like he should have won it last year.
I agree that he definitely should have. He had a hell of a shot at winning it last year, but I think he got hurt last year.
Yeah, he did. I think that's
a couple games, and I think that's what got him. Because for some reason, we let injuries derail you from winning an award all of a sudden. Because like you're supposed to be perfect for some reason during a season.
But this year, man, like we're gonna
hold it ball game.
Like I said, we're gonna talk. Like defenses have risen this year.
Yes, I said that in our chat. I want y'all to understand. We've been talking about these defenses,
and that Cleveland defense, boy,
hey, like, listen. You did what that Cleveland defense did in the AFC against the 49ers' prolific offense says a lot. That 49ers team was averaging 30 points. Easy. They was putting up 30 on everybody. 17.
When you have the secondary that can match your front line and your linebackers.
Hey, listen.
This is
San Francisco got one of the better linebacking cores in all of football, point blank, period. Like their linebacking core is stupid good.
And speaking of defensive player of the year, Fred Warner is making his case.
If you're not a football, if you're like a novice to football, you don't even really know who these guys are. But you got guys like us. We're like, hold on, how do you not know these guys?
And let's. I'm not even lying to you guys. Let's really talk about it, bro. Because when you talk about coaching, right? You see Kyle Shanahan on one side and how what he's done with receivers like Brandon Ayuk, right? Who everybody was looking at as like, yeah, you're a good receiver, but you're not that guy yet. You haven't taken that transcendent step, right? Compared to this year, right? He's the number one receiver on his team. That's over Kittle, that's over Debo. And if you want to argue that, you really can't because the proof is in the pudding.
I'm about to say numbers don't lie.
Like numbers don't lie and film don't lie because he's literally open every single play. Why is he open every single play? Kyle Shanahan is scheming him open. They know exactly what they're doing. Now, on the other side of the damn ball, you have defenses that are literally sitting here looking like, you know what? We have guys over here. We can do the exact same thing, except guess what? We can stop you guys from fucking scoring. So when they're taking Myles Garrett and they're having him stand up over the center and he's doing a freaking crossover move like he's fucking LeBron James, that's different.
Don't do that.
Like, I gotta say LeBron James because goddamn, I never seen nobody that big do a goddamn crossover. Like,
at least you ain't say James Harden.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. You got Myles Garrett out here doing crossovers over the center. Like, what are we doing here? Right? And to go to the Cowboys' point, to speak on Micah Parsons, he's not DeMarcus Lawrence. He's not 6'4", 245, 255 that can absorb those hits from a T. Will or from a Rashawn Slater, from all these big old tackles out there on the outside. Like, that's the difference. They know that they have these guys. Even on the Giants, when their defense starts to play well and they start to stop the run game and they start to actually get pressure, it's because of Kayvon Thibodeau.
I was gonna say I'm a
Bobby Okereke.
Kayvon Thibodeau, I like him.
I like him a lot.
Yeah, he does. He gets a lot of flack. He gets a lot of flack because he's light in the ass.
We can literally say the last 5 draft classes have produced some outstanding defensive players.
Oh, absolutely.
Like outstanding. And it's whether you want to go with edge guys, whether you want to go with defensive ends, linebackers, corners, like defensive tackles, like these last 5 years have literally produced cornerstone franchise level talent for years to come. And that's not just coming from Georgia that Philadelphia has them all of. Even in this current class with Will Anderson going over to Houston, like those are huge moves that are going to pay dividends 2, 3, and 4 years from now because we know how defensive players, they develop a little bit faster than some of these offensive guys because their job's different. Their job isn't to go run routes and catch passes. Their job is to understand what the guy in front of me is doing, move his ass out the way, and go get that quarterback.
Yeah, no,
or stop that running back, whatever the case might be. Mad Max.
Max Crosby
is a fool, man.
He doesn't get enough credit.
And I think Max Crosby's going to be in this defensive player of the year conversation this year too, because I've been watching him, and every time you turn on the fucking game, Max Crosby is doing something.
He doesn't get enough credit
to affect the game,
mainly because of the team he's on. But he doesn't get enough credit is because
and you know what? To me, that
he takes a lot of double and triple teams.
Hey, listen, numbers don't lie. I don't care if you're on the worst team in football. If you're the defensive anchor and you're still putting up numbers that are head and shoulders above guys that are on better teams, that means that's even more of a reason why you should be defensive player of the year, in my opinion. Because if I'm able to produce those kind of numbers on a bad team, what the hell would I do on a contender?
Because he's not playing with nobody opposite him.
No,
or
he's not. They traded away. They traded everybody away, or they've got a bunch of guys that we don't know. Unless you're Raiders.
Because Chandler Jones is gone.
Chandler Jones was gone mentally before the season even started.
Tyree Wilson or Tyree Wilson is underdeveloped. They're still waiting on him to develop because he's going
to be kind of like that other guy y'all drafted, Colin Farrell. Just kind of why did you draft him? Kind of
yeah, literally, why did you draft him? Because if we're being honest, since we're rocking with the rookie corner right now, and I forgot his name. But we should have took Witherspoon, which is why I said because Witherspoon is in Seattle right now.
Hey, no, you're right.
Christian Gonzalez is sitting right there.
That shit don't happen very often in modern NFL. Not nowadays. That is actually an insane thing to think about.
Yeah,
like coach, don't take me out this field.
No, because you can't. You
truly can't. But at some point, you've got to develop around him. Get him some dogs. Mm-hmm. Even the Rams, we looked at the Rams like, what the hell y'all doing when y'all traded away everybody but Aaron Donald? Aaron Donald has been the catalyst for all these young guys on this Rams defense. I'm not saying they're still that same elite defense they once were, but they're getting behind him and they're playing their asses off. They're still playing pretty well, given the fact that Aaron Donald's about the biggest household name on that defense. I'm just speaking as a novice. Like if you're a novice football fan, you know Aaron Donald on that defense.
Tyrone dropping facts.
That is my sports encyclopedia right there. I literally just seen my boy last night. Shout out to my boy Tyrone.
How many of y'all can call on Tyrone and put him on the show like we can? None of y'all.
Yeah. We can call Tyrone.
Hey,
call him.
Y'all like that harmony right there? It was not rehearsed at all.
Yeah, it wasn't rehearsed at all. We just did that.
I told y'all. That's why I fucks with my guys. We didn't even rehearse that. That shit just happened.
It just happened. We did this.
Speaking of defenses, though, we got to talk about the Jets. Because the Jets didn't even have their best defensive player.
Yep.
They didn't have nobody.
They had a bunch of guys. And
DJ Reed was gone. Sauce was gone.
Was it somebody else? Is it Bryce Hall? Yeah, not Bryce Hall. Bryce Hall. The other corner
was out.
He was gone.
Yep.
And they still beat a pretty explosive offense in the Eagles.
Absolutely.
Now, they still generated pressure, which is the key there. That's one thing. If you can say anything about the Jets, you can never knock their front seven. They have an elite front seven because they generate pressure. And
I'm making a whole TikTok on this. I just want you to know right now. Tyrone, you're gonna be famous.
But this is where what I like about the defense is no matter what, you can see Robert Saleh's signature all over that defense because it looks the same as it did in San Francisco because of the players in place.
I'm gonna say something, and it's gonna sound crazy in the beginning, but it's gonna make total sense.
Y'all follow OG Mail here now. Follow.
It's gonna make total sense.
Stay with him.
What we're watching right now with the Jets. This is basically Rex Ryan and those old teams. This is the exact same. It's literally the same formula. I'm not mad at that. The defense is going to be the anchor. And the offense just has to do and be good enough. And right now, and I said this before the season started, I thought this would happen next year or maybe the year after. And I said it, I'm still going to stand on it 100% because Zachariah is my guy. I said the guy that's going to take the Jets to the Super Bowl is going to be Zach Wilson. And I said it's not going to be because of him, but he'll be the quarterback of that team when they go to the Super Bowl. And if this defense can ball out the way that they're doing right now, and they can just generate a little more offense, they're going to be a fucking headache for the AFC.
And it's funny. So you said that, and 3 weeks ago on the Get Up, they had Rex on, And that's exactly what you just said is exactly what Rex said. He said, listen, the strength of that Jets team is the defense. I don't need Zach Wilson throwing the ball 35, 40, 50 times. I need Zach Wilson to throw that ball 17 to 23 times. And I need to feed Breece Hall, that young monster you got back there. And that's really it. But you need to, and the other thing with, and we're gonna go on both sides of this. I know we're talking about the defense, but we also need to move. We need to get Zach Wilson on the move. Don't let his ass be stationary.
That offensive line, it's a turnstile right now.
You got to move that pocket with him, and that's just, and it's not to diminish his skill set. You got to move the pocket because it best suits his skill set based on what he was doing in college. He was at his best when he was on the move. Again, we talk about this competence and coaching. Put that boy on the move. Mm-hmm. You got the receivers who can get open if you put them on the move, and you got a defense that's going to generate turnovers. So you got to be able to score relatively easy.
And you have running backs that are good receivers out of the backfield.
Yeah, I mean, look, between Breece Hall and Travis Etienne, we got two of the finest young running backs of this current class coming through that's balling out of control. And Breece Hall coming off of that ACL looking damn good.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give a shout out.
Despite what's going on in Miami, Travis Etienne out there looking like the best running back in football. Yeah,
I want to give a shout out specifically because Mel brought up a good point about it being a Rex Ryan defense. And I wanted to give a shout out specifically to CJ Mosley and Jaheir and Jordan Whitehead. Main reason being, right, is because when you look at how CJ Mosley is playing, he's taking away a lot of the underneath routes, which means the safeties have a lot of free range to play. And if you know anything about a Rex Ryan defense, you know that's exactly how he wants it, right? Now, you still have a Jordan Whitehead who has 3 interceptions because he's a strong safety, but he has that free range to kind of go throughout because he doesn't have to worry about the underneath routes because CJ Mosley is playing fucking lights out right now. But he has the reason why this defense is so dynamic is because he has pieces and he has players that he can rotate. Adrian Amos was a starting safety on the Packers legitimately 3 years ago, and he's Tony Allen's backup.
No, Amos is hurt. He was hurt.
Amos is hurt.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. Even when he's healthy, he's still Tony Allen's backup.
No, you think?
Yes, Tony Adams is the starting free safety. Yeah, they got some dogs over there. So when
they've got a ton of depth.
Yeah, when you have depth like that, you can run interchangeable defenses. You can run this. You can have your linebacker CJ Mosley, who's never been known for coverage like that, who's always been more of a thumper run stopper. He can sit on the underneath routes while your Jordan Whiteheads and while your Tony Adams can sit up there and just roam free back there. And that's the reason why that last play against the Eagles it didn't work. Is because you had Tony Adams on top and you had Whitehead trailing underneath all of that deep shit. All he's doing is just waiting for somebody to you gonna throw that, boom. That's why he has 3 picks right now.
Josh Allen's a doofus.
Well, that too, but because of Rex Ryan's defense, you can literally bait Josh Allen into doing dumb shit all game.
It ain't hard to bait him. We've already seen we've seen the film. It ain't hard to bait him.
Exactly, and that's the whole thing. They're literally just like, bro, if you do this, take away this underneath shit because that's his first read. Jordan, all you got to do is run back and forth sideline to sideline. He gonna
all we're gonna do is we're gonna double team Diggs and Gabe Davis, and he gonna try to force that ball, and it's gonna fall right into the safety's hands, just like he did.
He gonna throw you one, probably 2.
No, he gonna throw you 3. He gonna throw you 3. Ain't no throw you 1. He gonna give you 1.
And that's exactly how we would call it as a defensive coach, right? Like, hey, just do this. It's literally that simple. Just do this right here, and all you got to do is go right here, and you gonna get a couple of them, dog. I'm telling you right now, and that's just really what it is, and that's why it makes it so easy for these guys to run or to have this defensive success, is because they know they have guys to where if they put them in this position, hey, just do this, and I promise you, you gonna walk out this motherfucker about 3-4 picks, bro.
Yeah, and truth be told, with the way that defense has been playing, if they had 100% fully healthy Aaron Rodgers, they probably would be 5-1 too. Like, there's a chance.
I don't got that at all.
If I'm not asking Aaron Rodgers to throw the ball near as much, he's still an accurate and effective quarterback. But that's the thing. I just throwing the ball 25 or less times with the receiving core and running backs that they have.
I think the difference.
There's an argument to be made for that.
I think the only difference is I do think if Aaron Rodgers was there, the defense doesn't play as good. And it's not that they're not a good defense. It's when you have Aaron Rodgers playing quarterback on the other side, you feel like we can lax a little bit. I think having Zach Wilson and understanding we got to tighten these screws because we may not get 20 points, 30 points this week. We may only get 15, so we can only allow 10.
But you see, me as a defensive player, if I know I got a guy like Aaron Rodgers or just any other Hall of Fame type quarterback, I want to pin my ears back. Like I want to go get him the ball back because I want them to put up as many points they can put up, so I can sit on the bench and chill and laugh and drink my Gatorade.
And I'm not even gonna lie, when you really look at the Jets defense, they're really stacked, bro. Like,
and that's what I'm saying. And it's
as
all
far as that front seven,
mostly homegrown talent. It's mostly players they've drafted,
and
then they filled it in with some veterans. So
Quentin Jefferson, Quentin Williams, Jermaine Johnson. You still got Ifeadi Ohedibo. He's still on IR. Like,
he hasn't even come back yet.
That's the scary part about it.
But think
you
about
got John Franklin Myers in his spot.
Yeah.
So next year's draft, Jets draft a damn offensive line. Go get you a whole bunch of them big country.
I was gonna say, just go get you a whole bunch of offensive linemen, man, because you were stacked on defense.
Listen, go do exactly what the Dallas Cowboys did in 2015. Make everybody like, oh, why they drafted all them offensive linemen? Do you know why? Because they haven't had anything less than a top 5 offensive line since they did that.
Right. And this is why we need. I told y'all we need to run this fucking NFL shit because, like you said, you hit defensively. You hit on the corners. You hit on the defensive line. You hit on the linebackers. You hit on the running back. You hit on the wide receiver. Fuck it. Your next draft, literally, you trade all your draft picks, move up to the first 3 rounds, and just have 2 picks in each round. And all you take is offensive linemen.
There are some studs coming up in this draft.
You have more than enough receivers. You'll probably have Randall Cobb retire next year, so you can spend a 4th round pick on a receiver that you can develop because you're still gonna have Garrett Wilson. You're still gonna have Alan Lazard, who's a good number 2. I think he's a good number 2. There's nothing wrong with that. You did trade away Mecole Hardman, and so you got to put some depth in there, and you probably need to get a little younger at tight end.
But I would say that even though Tyler Conklin is not a bad,
but you can pick those later in the draft. You don't have to front load those guys. Those are guys you can draft later, but focus on offensive line.
Right, they need that 100%.
Yeah, unless you can get lucky in some because free agent offensive linemen don't come up very often. So you
not
don't have to draft you a young stud.
Yeah, not good ones.
Yeah, not that you could plug in immediately.
And then how did y'all feel? I feel this way. End of the Bills-Giants game. We had this conversation in the chat. What are you saying?
That's actually a good point. He really would be.
Oh yeah, I
think him.
That dude, I like that kid a lot.
Brock from Georgia.
He's injured right now.
Yeah, he's injured.
He's injured right now.
But
his draft stock might go down because I think he damn near gonna be out for the year. He's out for a hot minute right now.
I think even with the injury, I don't think his draft stock takes a dip. Only reason being is because he is a baller and he is
he really is.
in that Georgia offense, bro. I think they give him some chance to really get healthy, and he's a game changer. I swear he's a game changer.
I mean, what's his name from Colorado? The tight end from Colorado.
Mm-hmm. Him too.
Yeah, I like him too.
Game changers, man.
Like those are big and they fast. All of them, like they're not fast, but they're shifty. They all remind me of Travis Kelce.
They can move.
Yeah. And you need that. You need a tight end that can move. Holker, yeah.
And you know what? The crazy thing about it is, side note, I didn't care too much about Travis Kelce. Before, but I was watching the ESPN stuff they had on him. I didn't know this big bastard played quarterback.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Like, that's crazy.
That's actually wild. By the way,
that's why he's been such a big help to Patrick Mahomes too, because he reads defenses like
a quarterback. It makes sense now that call that he made in the playoffs, where he basically told Patrick Mahomes, if they run this defense again, I'm going to be right here. And he did it.
They did the same in the previous game when he said, "Hey, I'm gonna be right here. Throw that ball to Tyreek."
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So now it makes total sense on how he's. Because I always was like, why is he always so fucking open? But if your tight end used to play quarterback and he's running through zones, he know where to be. So makes total sense to me now, 100%. But back to the Giants Bills game. I believe this is Melvin because I play receiver and I know how it looks. Darren Waller, the ball was too high for him anyway. That was number one. Number two, you 6'6", 6'7". Tyron Johnson is 5'10".
That's true.
You go get that goddamn ball. Go get it. Go get it. I'm not fucking with you. Go get that shit. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear he tugged on my jersey. Fuck that. Go get there's no dogs in the league no more, man. Like you at 6'7", you supposed to hit that back of the line of the daggone end zone, or you stand in the middle of the end zone and you throw that hand up, just put it up here. They gave you the pass interference to play before. Like, go make the play, man. Go make the play.
My problem with that play is he held him the entire time. And he didn't just hold him in like the way you're referring to, and I get it. We talked about this very in depth in the chat. That's why this conversation is coming up. He held him in a manner that affected his ability to jump. And that's why. I'm not entirely looking at, granted, the guy is tall. But if you are grabbed from your shoulder pad the way he was not able to get up to get that ball. That's why that ball was thrown where it was. Had he been able to jump as normal, he snags that ball. But you're holding him down by the inside part of his shoulder pad. And I'm telling you right now, let me grab either one of y'all by that. And I promise you, you're not going to be able to get up with that and get that ball.
Hey, we going for a ride. Like,
we're not going for a ride.
We going up.
You getting punched right in your face.
Because it was so close to the end zone, like it's so, everything is compacted. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just, in my mind, like, I don't know. The way, based on the rules, it should have been called, but I guess, we talked about it.
This motherfucker Telly.
What up, dog?
Where you been?
Where you been at, man?
I got to put you back on the skillet.
He said, I got to put him back on the skillet.
Telly know what it is.
But to make my thoughts really short and sweet, right? Number one, Terrence's a local boy from right out here in Sacramento. Went to Sheldon High School, so very known. Move your feet, dog. Yeah, I'm talking to you, TJ. Move your feet, okay? I ain't taking no excuses, man. You know better than that, okay? You was holding. I'm talking strictly to you, Terrence. You was holding.
I'm not saying he wasn't holding. I'm just like, look.
The other side of it, though.
You got
the other side of it, though. I got you, Mel. Here's the other side of it, though. I got you. Here's the other side of it, though. Darren Waller. Here's the other side of it, right? He is tremendously smaller than you. Take this forearm right here, all of this right here, right? And you jam it in his face mask, and you throw your arms up, right? Throw his helmet back, bow, right there, jam it in his face mask, push his arm, throw your hands up, right? If he gonna hold you, if he gonna cheat, I don't understand why you're not cheating. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. When people used to try to hold me on offense, I used to punch him in the face. Okay, right here, bow, straight to the face mask, fingers in the eyes, all of that.
As a tight end,
you wasn't trying hard enough. And I played tight end in high school. Okay, played it in high school. Was through all the tackles and all extra shit. Yeah, I was biting, scratching, tripping motherfuckers, put my fingers in places they didn't need to be. All right. Look, you wasn't fighting. You didn't want it hard enough. You didn't want it bad enough, dog.
Look, I keep telling everybody, if you want to get that ass cracked in some Madden, put your gamer tag in the chat. This is nothing. Like, this is nothing. This is
not throwing out the Madden face live.
Yeah, like,
hey, this is a football show, so understand something. We are all about football.
Put the gamer tag in the chat.
If y'all do want to see one of the fellas up here, and
we might have to do that. We might have to go live. And
just understand,
little Madden.
We are happy to oblige anytime. Anytime you're ready, happy to oblige.
Anytime. But yeah, no. Look, man, you got to go and you got to go up, get that ball.
Ever, never. I'm like LeVar, never lost. Okay, never pancake.
But yeah, nah, it's just look, and the refs gonna let you rock out in those situations.
They is. You
And
feel me?
You just got to make the play, man. You just got to make that play.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta sometimes you gotta get nasty, man, to play that position. And I don't think D Wall was nasty enough that play. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he wasn't. All right, you get back to work, brother. You come through when you can.
We're gonna get what you soon, Telly Tale.
Yeah, thanks for coming through.
Hey, yeah, my boy Tyrone Wright. Like I said, that's my boy. We went to high school together on the team that ran the veer. Okay, split option veer, Mike. All right, yeah, I was in the box, man. You feel me? I was in the. All right, that's them stories for another time, man. But just know, your boy Moo was in the box. Okay, I probably got CTE, but that's okay.
So, all right, we're gonna go. Two moves that were made. Only ones that I really care about. There was a couple other ones, but so
only ones that really matter.
Right. We talked about Mecole Hardman going back to the Chiefs. What do y'all think about that? I know, I don't think it makes that much of it. I don't think it makes that big of a deal, personally. But hey, we'll see what happens.
I knew it was coming because they don't have any speed on the field. So
I just thought it was funny. The irony involved in it is probably what cracked me up more than anything else. Like y'all let this man go only to trade back for him because
Right.
Oh, the grass wasn't entirely greener.
Right. You thought you could replace him and you didn't. And
I guess it was the same thing. I guess that's how they felt about Frank Clark too, considering he's back.
That part. The one that raised my eyebrows and could be pretty fucking interesting. Julio Jones to the Eagles.
That was crazy to me.
That one was interesting. Like I'm not mad at it because they did lose.
Not at all.
Chris Watkins for the year, so they were thin. They were starting to get thin at receiver. So, but you're gonna give me Julio. You're gonna give me Julio Jones as my number 3. I ain't mad at that. If Julio is my number 3 and we get in the red zone, good luck.
Good luck. Even though I really don't like Julio.
I'll fuck around and I would save my 3 wide receiver packages like that just for the red zone.
Oh, absolutely.
That would be a specialty just for
not
the
even
red zone.
And GQ.
I got Julio in the spot. I got Julio can run about every route on the route tree.
Literally.
In the red zone.
And then you can get cute with it. Because I would go 4 wide and put Dallas Goedert in the slot too.
Yeah.
Now that's an automatic mismatch against any linebacker or safety.
And not to mention, as a distraction, I can just have DeAndre Swift run a couple of swings. Maybe a little curl right off the snap. Make that linebacker bite down. Because if that linebacker bites down and Julio gets behind him, it's a touchdown.
It's a touchdown.
I mean, my thing is, I was trying to figure out why it took anybody this long to bring Julio in the first goddamn place. But
you know how teams be moving slow.
Well, he just, you understand when you come from the team of which receivers die, aka the Titans. People think that your career is over. You know what I'm saying? So DeAndre Hopkins.
He was in Tampa last year. He wasn't bad.
He was in Tampa.
He wasn't bad. He was hurt, but you know what I'm saying? It's like I said, you come from a specific team, they're probably thinking like, I don't know about that. You might have to watch that. But then the mind starts going, right? You start to really think like, hold on, wait. This is Julio I'm talking about. Yeah, no. Yeah, bring him in. Go ahead and go get him. That's Julio Jones. What am I doing?
That's true. And that same play he talking about is the one that fucking Justin Herbert underthrew fucking Austin Eckler on what should have been a sure-ass touchdown, rolling to his right.
Yep. And it's like, my thing is with Julio, the Bears could have used him.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
But then again, can the Bears really use him? Because the Bears have had a slew full of fucking tall receivers and never.
But I don't think. I
think he'd have been good in Carolina just to help mentor that young quarterback.
That's
to help that other guy they got. I like the young receiver they got. what the hell is his name? I was about to say Jonathan Mingo, but it is Jonathan Mingo.
Yeah, I know it is Mingo.
Yeah, Jonathan Mingo. I was going to say Mims. That's what I was going to say. So, but yeah, Jonathan Mingo and Carolyn, good to mentor him. If I'm a young receiver and Julio on my team, I'm trying to pick the shit out of his brain. Like, hey man, absolutely. I need to know everything about how you run this route, that route, that route, like what you do, because I'm trying to be like you. Nah, they ain't gonna. I don't think they're gonna
let him go.
I don't think they give it up Williams.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna let him go.
I don't think the Giants gonna give up Williams like that.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I still don't want to get rid of Hunter Renfrow, but they're not using it.
I do think this trade deadline is gonna be crazy.
No, this trade deadline is coming up. There's a good
chance that Saquon could be traded, that Derrick Henry could be traded, Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton could both be gone. Like, this could be a wild ass.
Hunter Renfrow can be gone.
Even
though they say Brian Burns is untouchable, he may be gone. There's a lot of pieces that might be moving.
Epic.
This is gonna be an arms race.
It's got to be. It has to be.
And if anybody has seen the false rumor floating around that Patrick Surtain is supposed to be on the move, or they're entertaining talks, they're not. The Broncos front office literally came out and said everybody is up for grabs. Everybody is on the block except for Patrick Surtain. Everybody except for Patrick Surtain. So no.
Yeah, I'm not.
If you see any rumors floating around about that, it's not true. Patrick Surtain is untouchable.
This is what I would do. If I'm the Broncos and I'm Russell Wilson, if I'm Russ, I'm like, look, this is what we're gonna do. Since I don't fuck with y'all don't fuck with me. This Anthony Richardson injury is going to be it's something that needs to be monitored.
Definitely.
But I'd make the trade for Russ if I was the Colts.
I don't want to pay that contract though.
That
man is on the hook. His contract is nasty.
Yeah, no, I'd have him restructure it. I'm like, look here. We're going to get you up out of that bullshit, get you over here. We're going to start new. And I think the Colts is a stable organization that can get him straight. And I like the stuff that they have around him. If that was to happen.
Yeah, because right now the Broncos is on the hook for $87 million over this year and next year. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, and I just drafted a first-round rookie quarterback.
What you don't know is that shoulder shit.
No, you don't. But at the same time, what happens if he, medicine is amazing these days. He got injured pretty early in the season. So there's a good chance by training camp, he could be back to 100% because he got injured so early in this. We're only in week 7. So the season, so he's got almost a year to recover completely. So he could realistically be back throwing the football again in, let's say, March.
He couldn't throw that shit when his shoulder was good.
I see what you did
there. I'm just saying.
Not to mention, we almost forgot. Devontae Adams could be on the move too.
Sure could.
My man's
really frustrated.
Because we don't talk about
Devontae Adams. I can see Josh Jacobs being on the move too.
We don't talk about
Josh Jacobs won't be back after this year.
Listen, if I'm a contender, a running back like Josh Jacobs wouldn't be bad to add to the roster. Mm-hmm. If I don't already have a running back like that in place.
I moved to Vegas.
Josh Jacobs in Cleveland wouldn't be bad right now.
Fucking my life up right now.
Not to mention Jonathan Taylor.
Well, Jonathan Taylor's good. He got a contract extension.
Yeah, he signed his contract. He ain't going nowhere.
He good for 3 years.
All right. So that was that. Recap. Let's do this recap from last week.
Oh, let's get it. Let me pull it up real quick. Here we go. Bye, y'all. All right. So in week 6, Mel, you went 9-6. Moolage, you went 8-7, and I went 9-6 as well. So Mel's losses were Chicago, Seattle, San Fran, New Orleans, Tampa, and the Chargers. Moolage was Atlanta, Chicago, Seattle, San Fran, New England, Philly, and the Giants. Mine were Atlanta, Chicago, San Fran, New England, Philly, and the Chargers. So, all in all, not too bad. Not too bad.
No, San Fran should have been up. I had San Fran.
No, we flipped. Remember, we flipped at the last minute.
We all had San Fran, and we all lost.
We all had San Fran.
My soul was saying Cleveland the whole time.
Yeah, I was going to say our insides was saying Cleveland. Though.
Yeah, we had a feeling, but and then we also currently are all 1-0. We all took Jacksonville on Thursday night. We did that last week. If you ain't watched the show, that's on you because we did that. We made the picks on the air. So if you don't know, now you know.
Who plays next Thursday?
Next Thursday, let's find out. Week 8. Show me the money.
Already did. Already enforced car. Yeah.
That's true. That'll be fun. Oh, you gonna Mel, you gonna like this. We got the Buccaneers versus Josh Allen and company.
Okay.
That's actually not a bad Thursday night football game.
I'm actually really intrigued to watch that game.
That's actually pretty damn good. So
don't get me wrong, this past Thursday. Yeah, don't get me wrong. This past Thursday night game was actually really good as well. So don't get us wrong. Thursday night football had
it wasn't bad. It got better in the second half. First half, it looked like Jacksonville was going to put up 60 on them. But
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been liking the matchups that they've been bringing to the Thursday night prime time, only because
last year definitely gotten better.
Right. Absolutely, we're on the same page. We're on the same page, Tyrone. That's where I'm going.
Absolutely.
So Mel, go and lead us off for this for next Thursday night. Buccaneers Bills. The game is in wherever they play at, fucking whatever part of New York they play in.
Yeah. Like, look, I can't do it because you can't see my arms, but when Baker and them do that, they do their dance when they score their touchdown. I'm going Buccaneers.
All right. What you got, Moo?
Hey, you remember when Baker had that line that said, "Is you know what, go hard" when the running back went in motion? Yeah, that's what's gonna happen when the Bucks win Sunday. Give me the Bucks.
All right. Give me the Bills. I'm gonna take the Bills in this one. It looks as if, and we'll find out a lot more this upcoming Sunday too, but it looks like the Bills are starting to heat up a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm going to take Buffalo for that one. So let's get back to week 7 where we are currently set. And on deck, we have got our first Germany game. Looking forward to it. This is going to be a hell of a game too. Because we have got the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens.
This is tight. This is a little difficult. This one's a little difficult. Because both teams are actually looking really good right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Lions on this.
Oh snap!
Oh, suck it now.
Shucky ducky quack quack. Welcome to the Detroit side of this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Lions on this.
I like the way the Lions are playing. The slight injury to Sam Laporta scares me.
Oh, he's fully healthy now. He just got cleared today. He's off the injury report.
Great.
The problem for them is the injuries at running back.
Yeah, I'll say
they have one running back, and it's the rookie Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna take the line. Actually, let me flip that. I think I'm gonna take the Ravens.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna take the Ravens in this matchup.
What's up, Auntie? You got the Lions.
Auntie.
What up, TT? How we doing?
So I would love to take Axon Jackson in this matchup, but Detroit is playing too hot. And I had Detroit as my favorite to win the North, and I just want them to just keep rolling. I want to see Detroit be successful. So I need them to beat a really good team in Baltimore, even though I need Baltimore to do the same exact thing, which sounds kind of fucked up because that division is all over the place.
Right,
like, isn't it? It's almost like nobody wants to win that division the way some of these teams be playing. But give me Detroit in this game, but I think this is going to be a hell of a game. There's a good chance this game can get into the upper 20s.
But I do feel like a hell of a game. Odell might have his coming out party.
Yeah, he started to look a lot.
I would love for Lamar to have a coming out party. Definitely. That's what I would love.
Think Lamar's coming out party was kind of negated, not last week, but the week before last week.
Oh, when everybody dropped the fucking ball?
Yep. The receivers couldn't hold on to a motherfucking cold.
The boys all had that Madden 06. They had the hands of stone going on.
And I think the offense, like Lamar's still learning the offense. As crazy as it may be, he's still working some kinks out.
But they'll get there.
They'll get there. It just won't be this
fun. We were talking about this team earlier, so this will be fun. We've got the Las Vegas Raiders visiting the Chicago Bears. Justin Fields has already been ruled out. So you've got the guy that nobody knows playing quarterback.
The rookie.
And and Jimmy Garoppolo's also out. for this game.
Jimmy's not playing.
If the Raiders lose this fucking game,
I mean, you got to think about this. You got to think about this, Mel. The Raiders are known to
there's
lose
nothing
to rookie quarterbacks,
I don't
especially away from home.
Look,
fuck.
Devontae, I need this. I need 125 yards. Devontae.
Look, they could win this game 3-0. I don't give a fuck.
Well,
the Raiders cannot lose to the Bears.
Oh my God! I want to troll so bad only because
Max, I need like 7 sacks from you, dog.
If the Raiders, I will be in jail on Monday if the Raiders lose to the Bears.
It's an early game too, so you know you gotta be careful.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like this is one of those games, just like how we always talk about the Chargers doing Charger things, because when the Raiders lost to the fucking Cardinals last year, they had no business losing that game.
Josh McDaniels' ass will be dead. D-E-D, dead.
Hey, look, check this out.
Here's the thing. Here's my problem though. Is like if the Raiders lose, the question wouldn't be like, it would be how.
And don't matter. I don't care how.
Like, what the fuck can the Bears do to win this game? Justin Fields is gone. He's not playing.
This is the point. I don't
care if Devontae Adams got to play receiver and running back. Y'all better blow the Bears out the goddamn water.
These niggas could run the Wildcat all game. Put Devontae Adams quarterback, and we will run student body right all fucking
game. They can't. First of all, asking the Raiders to blow anybody out is crazy because even though they scored 21 points last week, the offense had nothing to do with that. That's the cool part about it. 6 red zone trips, and 1 touchdown, mind you. Okay, that's another thing.
But they got your boy though. They got Aiden O'Connell, man. Maybe Aiden O'Connell will just show his ass in this game.
That's where I'm going with this, guys. If it's gonna be a toilet bowl, if it's gonna be a shit bowl, put both the rookies out there.
Don't put Brian old ass in there.
If Lifetime Derek Carr can go out there and do his goddamn thing, then let Lifetime Derek Carr go do his thing. But y'all better not lose this motherfucking game.
You heard it here.
Hey, all I gotta say is I know that the Raiders are known to lose to rookie quarterbacks, especially away. So we will see. We will see.
Hey, you're asking for a lot right now.
I know, definitely is. We talked about this last night. It's okay. Okay.
So here we go. We have got the NFL's best defense in the Cleveland Browns going toe to toe with Minshew Mania.
Special guest.
It's gonna be an ass kicking in the making.
Man, look, hey, Gardner, Uncle Rico.
Strap up.
Finna add another tombstone to his front yard. I'm just saying, listen, Myles Garrett got the best fucking Halloween decoration I've ever seen. Tombstones of quarterbacks that you done sacked, bro. That is some creative beauty. Hey, what's happening?
My son wanted to make a special guest appearance.
Little body big pro over there getting her Wingstop on right now, so she.
So I'm mad. She got Wingstop. So
hey, I got Wingstop too. Whenever we done with this pod, I'm gonna go tear it up. But yeah, now Gardner Minshew / Uncle Rico. Hey man, pack it in, my boy.
Yeah.
Now
it's gonna be a long day.
This is gonna be interesting because this could also be
Tyrone,
the Jonathan Taylor breakout game.
I
would not that at all.
It could be.
There is no.
I need the Browns defense to tear it up.
I got the Browns. Deshaun Watson should be playing this week. Am I correct?
He practiced in full today for the first time this week, so that's a big deal.
Tyrone, if the Colts win this game, you coming on the show. That's ridiculous. I'm not doing that. That's you coming on the show.
Mullet, we got a clean sweep. Or are you taking Gardner Minshew?
Oh no, I'm taking Deshaun.
Look,
okay, Deshaun over Minshew, got it.
Yeah, he's gonna massage him. He can massage that shoulder out. He went to nice massage parlor. Put some hands on the Colts, man.
That's my point, Tyrone. Like they got to put points on the board, and I don't think they're gonna be able to do it.
Neither do I.
All right. So this next game, I'm gonna be that guy. This game for me is gonna be the upset of the motherfucking week. I said it. Yeah,
Okay.
I motherfucking said it. The Buffalo Bills at the New England Patriots. I fucking said it. My 1-5 Patriots finna upset these bitch ass Bills. Fuck.
Yeah, I love it.
I need Josh Allen to throw 4 of them picks. Just make sure Gabe Davis gets some love too.
I'm taking the Bills until Mac Jones is no longer the quarterback of the Patriots. This is not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
You got to speak it into existence, Mel.
I
don't care if this is the only game that Mac Jones balls out in all year. I need it to be against the Bills.
Hey, I told you, I believe in the Patriots. I really do. I just their quarterback situation is not good.
Free Malik Cunningham.
Free Malik.
He got a 3-year contract. Just saying.
He just got that exactly. He just got that 3-year, man. Let my boy spin. You want to win? Let Malik spin. Come on, man.
You heard it here first. Clip that.
Like we said it. I said it. I said by week 6, Malik will be the starting quarterback for the Patriots. So
I think there's a reason for that though, because the Patriots offense can't move the ball, Tyrone. So that's the reason why the Raiders defense and dominant is in the same atmosphere together.
I'm about to say, is it in the same atmosphere? Because it might not even be in the same stratosphere.
It's really not, bro. Like they're really in 2 different sectors of the universe, but the Patriots offense is just that bad that it brought it just a little bit closer. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So what about you, Moo? You taking Buffalo or you taking New England? What you doing?
Oh no, I'm taking New England.
All right, we got 2.
I'm the only one going Buffalo in this game.
Yeah. Hey man, I gotta believe. It's hard, when I'm a fan, I'm being as objective as I can, but I'm a little petty just because I don't like Buffalo.
Right, I get you. I got it.
My objectivity says the Bills should dog walk the shit out of New England. Just because.
I don't think it's gonna be that.
It's the injuries. No, it's the injuries in the secondary for us. Like, I don't trust J.C. Jackson against Stephon Diggs. I would rather have Christian Gonzalez, 100%. I want J.C. Jackson on Gabe Davis because that would be better for me. But maybe this be the game where Zeke just ball the fuck out and Zeke just run for 130 yards, and I'm cool with that too. I don't care if the running backs be the ones to win this game. I don't care how we do it. We can win off just last year off of that damn type shit. I'm good.
Bill Belichick doofy ass
makeup game. I'm crying. Hey, that's
gonna come out in the wishbone and he gonna run the goddamn
the makeup game.
I'm crying.
Hey, listen, we held Tyreek Hill in check. Hopefully, we can do the same thing to Stephon Diggs. Keyword in check. I didn't say we stopped him. I just said in check. All right,
I don't want to. Just a quick little intermission. Texas Rangers are currently leading Houston Astros in the ALCS.
A little or a lot?
4-2, top of the A. Okay. For all our baseball fans out there, just want to let you guys know.
Oh, still, Corey. I like that. So this next game is for you, Mel. The Washington Commanders against Troy's Little Giants. Daniel Jones is currently scheduled to play finally from his broke neck syndrome he had last week.
It don't matter. We out here. We out in these streets. I told my boy, I said, look, this is where Washington takes control of the NFC East. Because we got the Giants this week, we got the Eagles next week. So this is the prediction. I'm doing both. Washington 2-0 these next 2 weeks.
You heard him. Look, all I'm saying is now that Daniel Jones ain't listening to Busta Rhymes no more, don't break your neck. Come on.
I'm crying.
He said,
I'm not the Buster.
But it don't matter. Commanders gonna drag their ass.
Commanders. I like the way Sam Howell's been playing. And as I said last week, because I was right, you can't bottle up Scary Terry for more than 2 weeks. And last week he already started to open up, and he's telling you it's gonna get worse.
It's starting to get worse. It is closer to Halloween, so his superpower is that he's scary.
Yeah, he's starting to activate. Scary Terry is starting to activate.
He's starting
to get real.
You saw him talk to Tyler Heineke at the end of the game. He was like, "Yo, just tell him to make sure he do what you do when you was here. Just throw me the goddamn ball."
I was gonna say, let that boy spin.
And then Terry, tell Tyler Heineke's coach to put him in the game because you see what he did last year. He could unlock that offense if you put him in the game.
That's all.
Desmond Ridder ain't it.
No. Sure ain't. Because you got a good defense over there, Atlanta. That defense is actually balling right now.
You got what can be an elite fucking offense.
And what can be an elite offense. You might want to do some personnel changes.
If you let the right quarterback ball out, a.k.a. Taylor Heineke, let him do his thing, please. All right. Speaking of Taylor Heineke, the Falcons got to go toe-to-toe with the Buccaneers.
Oh, we're going.
This is going to be a fun game.
It's going to be a fun game. It's going to be nuts.
This is going to be a fun game. This could be one of them. This is going to be one of them 17-23 type games.
This is going to be a shoot 'em up, bang bang game. I think this is going to be
so too. Yeah, I'm thinking shootout. I'm thinking shoot 'em up, bang bang. It's going to get real big.
Yeah, I'm going with Tampa, but it's going to be a shoot 'em up, bang bang. It's going to be dicey. It's going to be a lot of points thrown up there.
Points or interceptions?
Points. It's going to be a lot of points.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to say combined, they go 60-65 combined.
Woo! I wonder what the over-under on that game is.
I know, right? I should look at that because I think the same thing.
I'm very curious what the over-under is.
I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, too. I'm not going to lie to you. I think it's going to be a real high-scoring game.
See if I can pull it up real quick. Assuming they'll show it. Sometimes, certain websites don't like to show things, so I have to be mindful.
Deep researches and Googles.
So their last meeting, which was in January 8th, it was 30-17 in favor of the Atlanta Falcons. So just wanted to throw that out there. That's all. Yeah, nothing on the over-under. Damn it. I wanted to see if it was going to come up. All right.
I think it's gonna be high.
Any of my Vegas bettors out there, man, if y'all see what the over-under on this game is, dude, man, drop it in chat. Let us know what's up.
Yeah, let us know. And
you would think I'm the one in Vegas. I should know this bullshit.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of gambling, so I don't really,
37. That's the over-under 37.
That's low. Oh, that almost plays in my favor. Almost. 37 is low as shit for this game.
I think so.
Damn. I don't like that. That's a little low.
Yeah, that is a little low.
I'm still sticking with my 17-24. Mel's got Tampa in this game. Mo, where you at?
I got give me the Buccaneers, man. I think it's gonna be high scoring, but I think Tampa ultimately pulls it through.
Give me the Atlanta Bijan. This gonna be the Bijan game. This is gonna be Bijan's biggest game of the entire season, and unfortunately, it's gonna come at the expense of Tampa Bay.
I can see it being Bijan and Kyle Pitts' biggest game of the season.
Hey, Pitts kind of showed up last week.
Yeah,
well, I he showed up. They threw the ball to him last week.
Yeah, I was gonna say they actually gave him the ball.
It's amazing what happens when you throw the ball to your first round talent, right? They make plays and score touchdowns. It's funny how that shit works.
Crazy.
It's almost like analytics says. All right, this is. Man, you got some static going on over there, my boy.
I know. I was trying to.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, so I was trying to get the soundboard to work.
Next up, we have got, for me personally, the most intriguing game of the entire weekend. Intriguing because this game can have multiple outcomes, and it is the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the LA Rams.
Yeah, no, this game can actually
This game could be a
crazy
defensive showdown. It could be an absolute dog walk blowout. It could be a nip and tuck win by a field goal type. Like, this game could be any 5 different outcomes.
Yeah.
Because these teams are, for the most part, pretty fucking evenly matched.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. We talked about it last week, and this is the week it comes into fruition.
Talk to us, OG.
Mr. Joey Porter Jr., I'm gonna need your ass to walk to the front of the classroom. Your assignment is going to have to stop one of these two motherfuckers on the outside for the Rams.
Hey.
So
yeah, I got the megaphone. I'm ready.
Yeah. So it's cool to talk that shit against Odell Beckham when he's coming off an injury. But Cooper Kupp and Puka.
Hey man.
Good luck.
Cooper Kupp is different now.
Yeah, good luck.
I bet you ain't gonna tell Cooper Kupp to go back to being a father. Route your ass up.
Yeah. I think the running back situation is different now in LA because that young Kyron Williams, he's
out.
Nice.
But you got they also signed. They brought a guy back. They brought Henderson back. You've got the young cat that's also going to be look like he's gonna get the start for the Rams. But this is a game with, given the way these defenses plays, ain't nobody gonna be able to run the ball anyway. Like, running backs ain't gonna be worth the shit in this game. I mean, Najee Harris ain't been worth the shit all season, so same old two-step anyway. Yeah, I think both defenses will take the run game away from both of these teams. This is going to come down to who can throw the ball and be the most effective.
Yeah, this is going to fall on the secondary for both teams.
Yep.
And it's going. And I think the X factor in this game is simply third down. Whoever wins third down is going to win this game.
I think it's going to be this. Who's going to have the bigger impact? T.J. Watt or Aaron Donald?
And now, not to mention, the Steelers are also getting some reinforcements. You got a receiver coming off of IR that's back in the mix.
That boy Johnson's back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that means Pickens goes back to being that number 2 guy, getting that number 2. So he could actually, be back.
That's some favorable matchups.
More effective. So could be interesting.
Favorable matchups. Most
as
definitely.
long as Matt Canada is running fucking 1987 offenses, this shit is not going to work. So.
And it's bad because you know what? I feel like John Madden would run a better offense than Matt Canada.
Oh.
And that's not a slight at John Madden. I'm just saying, at least he would have elevated some shit.
Yeah, so I'm going Rams.
Who are you taking? You going Rams? All right. Moolers, where you at?
I'm going with the Steelers, man.
All right. Listen, Pickens and Pickett, I love y'all. I got Kenny Pickett on my dynasty team because he's a great young quarterback. But give me these Rams, man. Listen, the Rams are the dark horse sleeper surprise team thus far this season because we thought that the Rams was going to be absolute ass. Granted, they are 3-3, but we thought they would be like 0-6. And all of a sudden, Puka Nacua showed up, and Cooper Kupp came back and said, "Y'all must have forgot who the fuck I am. Y'all been talking about Jay Jettas, and y'all forgot that Cooper Kupp ran so he could sprint. Like, let's not do this." Mr. Triple Crown himself has made himself relevant and said, "Hey, I'm here too." Matthew Stafford said, "Oh, y'all must have forgot me." So, to quote Jay-Z one time, he said, "Allow me to reintroduce myself." And Matthew Stafford showed up and showed out. And Sean McVay said, "Hey, I'm still here and I can coach." Sean McVay gonna be up for Coach of the Year.
I don't doubt that at all.
If they keep this around,
Mike McDaniel and I had another one I was thinking about in my head after Mike McDaniel. Those two for sure.
What's the face?
I think D'Amico should be in there too.
Yes, D'Amico. D'Amico is the other one. That's right. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah, those three are your three candidates for Coach of the Year. And I would not be mad if Sean McVay won it. I would love for D'Amico to win it. Mike McDaniel good because he's the flashiest. He can probably get it.
Mike McDaniel's going to run away. If that offense keeps doing what they're doing, Mike McDaniel's.
When we get down to this Sunday night game, that'll be very telling here in a minute. But up next. All right, I don't really care too much about this game, but we got to talk about it. In short news, I said short news. Kyler Murray has been brought back to the roster. He is in his 21-day reactivation window. We're going to find out if they're going to put that man out there to boost his trade value, which is a rumor. But they got to go toe-to-toe with Geno and them Seahawks.
Give me Seahawks in a blowout.
See, I picked the Seahawks the last couple of weeks, and they let me down.
Okay. Are you taking it?
I want to throw another name into that coaching pool real quick, Coach of the Year pool, depending on how the Bucks season turns out. I'll throw Todd Bowles' name in there too.
Hey, I'm cool. We got nothing but minority coaches up. We got have majority minority coaches. I'm good with that.
Yeah, if he wins that division now, I wouldn't doubt that. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. This is gonna be the last time I go with the goddamn Seahawks. If they lose this game.
Yeah. I mean, if the Seahawks somehow fumble this bag, because the Cardinals got at least 2 more wins they're gonna get this year. I just don't know where they're gonna come from. They got at least 2 more wins. True.
And Joshua Dobbs has been playing pretty solid, so
he hasn't been bad.
Well, he earned his ass a fucking contract next year.
Now, unfortunately, on the flip side of that, Geno has not been playing as well.
Geno has definitely
now party for Jackson Smith in Jigba.
Oh, JSN.
Well, we're gonna see. I've been waiting for that game.
Me too. I do too. I think he's a good young solid back. I think if he gets more spin,
that college tape, man. Charbonnet is a motherfucking beast.
And I think he's that's it right there. Honestly. Oh, drama.
All right. So let's get to the battle of 2 confusing organizations. Yeah, I said it. The Green Bay Packers.
Not confusing.
And the Denver Broncos.
Hey, look. If this shit gonna blow up, it's gonna blow up this week. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They lose to the Packers. is I'm taking the Packers anyway, so that is what it is. Yeah, it's the Russ memes are gonna come out. Everybody cooking my man Russ. I don't want it to happen to Russ. You know what? Fuck that, Russ. I got you, my guy. Broncos rebound this week. I'm taking.
Hey, Broncos country, let ride. Unfortunately, your ride stops here. Give me Green Bay. Jordan Love's gonna have a bounce back game. He's had a rough last couple games, but I think he bounces back. I think this offense starts to really turn up, getting Aaron Jones back this week. So I think Aaron Jones has a motherfucking coming out party. And I think they walk the dust off of the Broncos this week.
Go Pack, go.
You know what? See, this is the thing. I'm losing. My heart is with Russ. And
look, my heart's with Russ too, but my reality head says,
you know what? I'm gonna stick with my original. I'm gonna go with my guy Jordan Love in the Pack. I'm going with the Pack.
All right, we got nothing but love for you, Jordan.
Hey,
yeah, I'm gonna go with the Pack.
All right, we got all the old school hits today. Make sure y'all listening. There's a lot of old souls on this panel here. Speaking of confusing organizations, these LA Chargers got the Kansas City Chiefs in a 325 game.
God damn it, that game's gonna be fucking crazy because these teams always fucking go down to the wire.
This is gonna be a weird fucking game.
And it's always a weird fucking game, but I'm taking the Chargers. I hate Brandon Staley, but I just can't deny the talent that is on this fucking team.
I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Chiefs.
I'm going Chargers, man. I'm going Chargers, man.
Question marks on Love.
Can't question Love. Can't question Love.
Can't question Love. Not this week. Not against Denver.
Oh. Let's just say
I'm taking give me the Chargers in an upset, man, because it is an upset. It's a division game, and the hardest games to choose are 100% division games.
Khalil Mack 4 more sacks.
Yeah, because division games don't matter. One team could be undefeated, and the other one could be winless, and the winless team could beat the undefeated team because that's just how fucking division games go.
Any given Sunday.
Ooh, he trashed 2 for 1 quarterbacks in one statement.
Yeah, he did.
He said Jimmy too. He said Jimmy.
Well,
Jimmy.
I don't think he's just as trash as Jimmy. I've always called Russ overrated though because I felt like the defense in the running game was more of the.
I just felt like
more of the focal point of the offense.
I felt like
not saying that Russ was trash or anything.
I just felt like Pete Carroll let him go off script too much and never contained it. If you'd have contained it early, I don't think you see the problems you see now because he can't help going off script. That's a problem. Yep. If they would have nipped that in the bud earlier in his career and let him go off script only when needed, it'd have been all right. The pick is the bowl.
Oh, my boy Owen today.
Hey man, the Seahawks loss was another Patriots game. No complaints from me.
Yeah. So,
but I'm taking the Chargers in an upset. I think this game gonna be hella exciting. I really hope this game gets up into the upper 30s.
Patrick Mahomes gonna make 2 mistakes for the Chargers to win.
And you know what? He's good for that. He is good for a couple of mistakes but the problem is when Mahomes makes mistakes, teams don't capitalize like they need to. He always finds a way out of those mistakes, and that's what makes him annoying to play against. Because he will give you 1 or 2 picks. Like that in that Jets game specifically, the Jets should have won that goddamn game. But the Jets could not capitalize on the mistakes that Patrick Mahomes gave them.
Yep.
And that's not like that's just the reality of the game.
Sunshine got this. All
right. So let's get to it. Let us get to the game of the week. Everybody has talked about this game. Everyone has highlighted this game. Every single sports show has been talking about this game. The battle of the Alabama quarterbacks. The Dolphins, the Miami track team, the McDaniels, whatever you want to call them, versus Jalen Hurts and them Nick Sirianni crying Eagles.
Them Philadelphia Bull Eagles.
Oh, by the way, the Eagles, everybody healthy this week.
Everybody's
back. Defense is back. Darius Slay is back. Devontae Smith, everybody's back.
Yep.
So this is all hands on deck, full on.
And I believe Julio's suiting up this week, right?
Yeah, this gonna be fun. And maybe we'll see a Chase Claypool sighting. Hey, let Chase Claypool got to be the X factor in this game.
Yo.
I lose my shit.
I would come on here.
Who's the game at?
And eat so
this
much
game is in Philly, so hostile ground for Miami.
It's in Philly?
It's in Philly. Sunday night football, prime time. You know, Terry Underwood waiting all day for Sunday night.
I'm taking Philly.
All right. You heard him. That was quick, too. He didn't even see just stop taking Philly.
Damn.
Yeah.
He said it. I said, all right, hey, I'm with it. Hey, look, I'm cool with that. I don't want the turnover fest, but I'll take it as a, something of a look.
I think I'm gonna go Philly for the bounce back.
I like that. And I'm going with Philly, I'm going with Philly because of I want the Jalen Hurts bounce back. Because Jalen Hurts has had a rough couple games. People been dogging him. Oh, he done threw more interceptions in the first 7 games than he did all of last year. Like, he just got that contract, all these things.
Well, when you lose your coaches, then that kind of happens. But
yeah, let's
That's true.
Yeah. But see, here's the thing. This is another reason why I'm taking Philly as well. When the Dolphins only lost is to the Buffalo Bills, and if you watch the film, it's because there was pressure. Tua's only been pressured very minimal this year, but it came from Buffalo. Philly has a much better defensive front than Buffalo. And they only need 2 guys to get in that backfield. Tua has gotten the ball out extremely fast, and if you can make him hang on to that ball for this much longer, it's going to be an interesting game.
True.
And I think they will have the scheme in place. They're not going to slow that team down, but they'll be able to. But I think they can go toe to toe because on the other side of the game, I don't think Miami has the defensive backs to keep AJ Brown down. I don't need everybody picking up. Jalen Ramsey ain't playing.
Nope.
No,
not yet. He's not back yet.
And then this is why I also said, what if you bring in Chase Claypool? That is 3 receivers that are over 6'2". Miami ain't got the corners to cover them guys.
Nope.
They don't. They truly don't. Because if Claypool is my number 3, I'm gonna let Claypool eat the middle of the field up
all day.
And I'm gonna let Smith and AJ Brown just do what they've been doing. And I'm gonna let Swift do what he's been doing all season. Like I can see where Philly could easily put up 40 points just like Buffalo did.
You mean Julio?
Yes. I knew what I meant to say. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I got hyped.
Everybody watching, they're gonna be like, that shit don't make sense.
They're gonna be like, that motherfucker's stupid. He's stupid as hell. You're right. Hey, look, it's been a long day. Y'all gotta excuse me. I think the Celsius is wearing off, but it's okay.
He's trying to get to his damn Wingstop. So I
really am. I am getting a little. I ain't gonna say hangry ain't the right word. I'm getting distracted by the food.
A little lethargic. That's all it is.
Right. But yeah, now I got the Eagles maintaining control.
Yeah, I got the Eagles. I think that defense is going to come through, and I think the offense is going to be pretty prominent.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last game.
I know, like I said, I know this is a football Friday, but hey, this baseball game is going crazy right now.
Oh man! So the Monday nighter, ladies and gentlemen, we have got them 49ers against Kinfolk Kurt. And I'm sorry, Kinfolk, you ain't got Jay Jettas, and this is a primetime game. The odds are not in your favor, my boy.
Oh, they're not.
No, it's not. And
they're not.
Yeah. You're gonna get that ass beat up in that football. And Kirk don't play good on Monday night. So
yeah,
that's true. It's just everything is lined up for Kirk to just listen. I have Kirk on one of my fantasy teams and I got him benched. All right. I can't trust him against this Niners defense. Like even if he had Justin Jefferson, I'd say it's different because that the Niners secondary can be had a little bit.
Definitely can.
But not like Jordan Addison ain't there yet.
Nope.
Like he's not there yet. So and TJ Hawk, they're actually good against tight ends. So I don't know if TJ Hawkinson gonna be relevant in this game. So no.
Wait a minute. No. Okay. I do gotta look at the injury report. I don't think nobody's playing for the 49ers.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yo, right now, so Debo and McCaffrey, neither one practiced today. I did get that report earlier today. I said I got that report like I'm an insider. That came across my news feed today. I be getting hyped because I be getting information. Woo! Tyrone give me the upset.
Because if CMC not playing and Debo not playing,
don't do that to yourself. Even if CMC not playing, you know one thing about the Niners, they got running backs for days now. Because Elijah Mitchell is there and he's injury free now, and you also got that other young boy they got too. So like let's not forget, they be playing running backs like they be doing in Miami, and they be all effective.
I don't know.
But it'll be fun though. I'm looking more forward to the Sunday night than I am the Monday night game. But
I'm still sticking.
I'm taking San Fran. San Fran got to get a bounce back after last week anyway. So
that's the only reason why I'm taking.
Brock Purdy gonna come out with a vengeance. Even if Debo don't play, Ayuk will fuck around and have 160 yards fucking receiving, and George Kittle will have another 120.
Ronnie Bell, and I just want people to understand. Shout out to Ronnie Bell. All the Michigan wide receivers that came out, y'all making me feel good right now. Nico Collins, Ronnie Brown, you're making me feel good because it's been a while since we had some quality Michigan wide receivers in the league.
You're right. So where you at, Mooley Moon?
Yeah, I'm going with the Niners. They're going to be pissed off after that loss. It's not going to be pretty for Kirk.
Because here's the great thing about this game, right? Even if Debo and CMC don't play, that defense is still going to be there,
right?
And they're going to give Kirk Cousins some problems because we talking about Kirk Cousins in primetime.
Well, now,
I hope. Listen, Tyrone, I need Addison to go off. All right, I got Addison on my dynasty and my fantasy team, so I need him to go off. Like, I hope Addison draws the number 2 corner, and I hope the number 1 corner stays on fucking KJ Osborne so he can go off. I need that in my life.
Yeah.
So that wraps up our picks. Our picks are locked in, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
We're locked in.
Well, I'm locked in. We locked in. This is good. There's a lot of diversity going on here. A lot of us we're the same on more picks this week than we have been the entire season, which is gonna be fun. Either we're gonna have some really good records or we're gonna be straight dog shit. Yeah. They have no running game. That's for sure. Madison ain't it.
I was gonna say because Alexander Madison is not the answer.
We have 8 games that are the same on this upcoming slate. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's literally going to be
8 out of 13 games we have the same. Because remember, there's 6 teams on a bye this week.
Right.
Which is hurting us in fantasy, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah,
especially Mel, because Mel lost Justin Fields.
Definitely.
And Achane.
Justin Fields, Jettas, Achane. My team is dismantled. We riding the back of Baker Mayfield and my guys. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it this week.
Okay.
I'm doing this.
Moolage decided to say, I'm here. And Moolage is already on deck. He is playing Mel this week, which is even funnier. Y'all are playing each other in Dynasty this week, and he put 56 on your head.
I know, because he had them playing last night.
He had Travis Etienne, who gave you 22.7. He had Ingram with 9.5, and the Jaguars defense gave him 24.
Fucking Jaguar defense, 24 points.
Hey, 1 pick, 1 sack, the forced fumble, the touchdown. And not to mention 2 fourth down stops. We talked about this in chat last night. Jacksonville's red zone defense looked sensational last night.
Right.
Except for that Michael Thomas touchdown.
That's why I need the Cleveland Brown defense to go ape shit this week.
Yeah. You know it's bad when Mel is starting Calvin Austin.
Man, fucking Craig Reynolds got hurt.
He did. You're right.
That's true.
My backup to the backup got hurt.
Yeah, man. I have got. I'm playing Wayne this week. I ain't put up. We ain't got nothing going on yet. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun matchup.
Knock him down a pig.
Troy has got tied this week. Troy put up 12 points last night. Willie got DJ Micah B. They got a hell of a close game going on, 48-35 right now. Damn, what do they have playing Thursday night? Oh, the quarterbacks, Derek Carr versus Trevor Lawrence.
Yep.
And Michael Thomas. Okay. That should be fun. Oh, and Buop got 53 points on the board too. Goddamn. Oh, he had Alvin Kamara and Christian Kirk. Oh, that's why. That's just fucking cheat code. Jesus Christ. He got 29 from Alvin Kamara and 24 from Christian Kirk.
Damn.
Goodness gracious.
Shit.
Dog even said shit.
Yeah. Hell, my daughter might have said it. I just didn't hear it.
All right. Shit, before we get up out of here, any last words?
Absolutely. It's going down this weekend. All right. It's been fun. We got a lot of phenomenal college football. Make sure y'all tune in, man. Sunday, great NFL slate to watch. And Monday, man, Basket to Basket is around the corner. Your boy, yours truly, Mr. GQ, is making an appearance on Basket to Basket. It's going to be on and popping. My world tour is still going. So it's going to be on and populating. All right. Make sure y'all tune in and check that out. All right. It's going to be Dope City, USA. And we appreciate all of our fans. We appreciate y'all getting us to the upper room.
Thank you.
Over 500 subscribers. Y'all love us a little bit. We're that much closer to 1,000. And like I said on Gentleman's Talk on Wednesday, I'm going to say it here on Inside the Huddle. If you don't get on this train now, tickets selling out, man. Tickets selling out. When this train get rolling, ain't going to be no more room. You're going to have to just stand and watch us go on by. And I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna let Mel say it because we had some other fuckery go down, and I'm gonna let him have his fun with that. I'm gonna let I ain't gonna that's all for you, my boy. That's all I got for that though.
Nah, I'm not. I'm not gonna call out the fuckery because they know they're doing fuckery. Look, like I
appreciate the copycatness though.
We do this over here. I've been saying we do this over here. Everybody knows we do this over here. That's why they copy what we do over here, and it's okay. It's okay. It's not. I'm not even mad no more because I've been talking to everybody and I've come to the conclusion that our time is coming. We've been very patient. We've been putting out great content. My guys work very hard behind the scenes to build this doc up with us, to get these topics that we talk about. Everybody throws their personalities into it. We have a good time with it. And we can be imitated, but we cannot be duplicated. This is who we are. This is what we are. And it's only a matter of time before the show takes over. But we like the slow, steady grind. It's all good. We having fun with it.
And look, we're not NFL insiders. We don't have inside information. We just do our homework.
Yeah, it's
funny what happens when you study film, right? This
whole
whole show just came full circle. We study film, and look what happens.
That's it.
I know these guys are taking the high road, and they're not gonna address the obvious, but they call me King Paddington III for a reason. So if you like real football talk where it's not surrounded by watered down top tens and who's better than this guy, and you want real deep analysis of the game, come fuck with Inside the Huddle because you know what we about. You know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get some real football talk. You're gonna have fun, have some laughs, and enjoy yourself. All right, we appreciate everybody for getting us to 500 subs. That's super, super big. Keep it going. We're gonna keep growing, keep building for you guys. We're gonna keep on getting better for everybody. We have a surprise coming for everybody in the next couple weeks that me and the fellas have been working on very diligently. So we're gonna go ahead and start rolling that out to y'all real soon. Like my boy GQ said that he's making his tour, so make sure you guys stop by on Basket on Monday. Crazy show that's gonna go down. NBA season's right around the corner, so it's gonna get
next week. It starts next week.
Literally next week. So we're gonna get super. It's gonna get super crazy.
Steph Curry went crazy the other night.
Yeah, 30 for 30. Come on.
They were down like 25.
Yeah, come on now. That boy Wardell, like I said, his name is Wardell.
On that basketball front, real quick, we do have seven. We have 7 slots that we need to fill for the Dynasty NBA League. So we got some work to do on that front. I did have one last special shout out. I wanted to shout out my twin sisters, Jennifer and Jessica. Happy birthday to y'all today. They are 33 years young. I love y'all. We're going to turn up whenever I get back from my trip. Love y'all.
Hey, shout out to the Twins, man. Shout out to the Twins, man. But we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We actually got a little surprise for y'all from our new our original slogan that we stole from Rush Hour. Go ahead, man. Kick it off.
We're gonna send it out. We out of here. It's been a Football Friday. This is the new ending to the show. Everybody loves the intro. They're gonna love the outro. Even better.
The outro.
Y'all have a good one.
Send us out.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
Yeah. And